Matthew Perling with the carry, his first carry of the night, and picked up about 6 yards on the play. Got some good blocking. Comets are
that
very
play,
sound team.
This was not at the speed that Stratford was running last week.
No.
4th down and 5 for the Comets. Coos at quarterback gets the snap of the football, wants to throw, 3 steps back, and he's over the middle, long pass, incomplete.
Well defended by the Bears. Intended receiver was Jackson Smith, and number 88 for the Bears was Justin Chaney. Chaney did a nice job on the defense there to give the ball back to the Bears. That's refreshing. The defense held.
Turnover on downs for the Marionville Comets, and the Bears will take possession of the ball at their own 39-yard line, 1st and 10. So Bears do a defensive stop.
That's the momentum there, too. You get a little confidence for the defense that they know first drive of the game, holding Marionville, and now you take over in decent field position, chance to get the offense going.
1st and 10 for the Bears at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun. Henley puts a man in motion, shovels to the motion man. Hyatt tried to turn the corner, got a little running room over the 45 up to about the 50-yard line, and close to a 1st down for the Bears on a little sweep, and that looked good.
I like that play. Hyatt taking the ball after Henley kind of drew the attention. They thought he was going to fake it, but he went ahead and pitched it, and they're going to give him a 1st down on it. 10-yard gain for Bailey Hyatt.
Take the ball to the 49-yard line, and 1st and 10 for the Bears, their first down of the ball game. And they do it on the ground with the sweep. Sun is shining brightly here at Polinsky Field, but the players are in the shade now. 1st and 10 from the 49. Henley out of the gun, keeps the back end with him. Man in motion to the right. Motion man turns and cuts upfield. Henley scrambling with the ball, gets over the 50 and into Marionville territory. We'll see where they spot the ball. Might be near the 45-yard line. Decent gain for the Bears as they wanted to throw that time, but Henley wisely tucked and ran probably.
The advantage of having Henley at quarterback, you can draw up a pass, and if it's not there, he can improvise and take off and give you 4 yards. So a good little pickup for the Bears on 1st down.
And they're in Marionville territory at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10. Henley brings them up to the line of scrimmage, has them bunched on the right side, stacked up there as receivers, hands off the football, and the running back is going to go down, but it took a while to get him there, but he didn't get a lot of yards on the play. Inside the 45 to the 44-yard line, gain of 3.
That's vintage Chase Garrison. Good to have Garrison back. The senior is 5'5" and 140 pounds, and he was moving the pile.
Yeah, he was. Gain of 3, be 3rd down and a long 3 for the Bears. They've got to get down to the 41-yard line of Marionville, and they're at the 44 now. So by 3rd and about 3 for the Bears. A little drive going here, probably in 4-down territory. Henley keeps 2 backs in with him this time on 3rd down and 3. Quick snap, handoff to the running back. Nope, Henley keeps, and now he cuts and throws. 1st down, or he keeps the ball. He did not throw. He faked the throw, tucked it in, ran it, got the 1st down all the way down inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. A gain of 10 for Henley on the play. Flag? No flag. Okay. 1st and 10 Bears. So the Bears getting their second 1st down, got a little legitimate drive going here. We're about midway through, 6:44 left to go in the 1st quarter, and no score in the ball game yet. Bears on 1st and 10 from the Marionville 34-yard line. Henley out of the gun, gets the snap, wants to throw, sets up, throws, completes it. And the running back the receiver cuts and gets down inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line, close to another 1st down for the Bears. So the Bears offense clicking a little bit here on this drive. They do give him a 1st down and a 10-yard gain on the play to the 23-yard line of Marionville.
3 1st downs now on this drive, and Bears would love to get it in the end zone now. You bet. Close to the red zone.
This is the best drive they've had all season here already. Henley out of the gun, back in there with him, 3 wide outs. He keeps the ball this time, just takes it and runs and gets down and still on his feet. He breaks the 25. Touchdown, Henley.
What a run by Triton Henley. He stayed in bounds. Marionville thought they had him.
They did. They gave up on it. They gave up on it, but not Henley. 23 yards into the house. He went right down the near sideline, and the Bears have scored their first touchdown of the 2018 season.
We said before the game we needed a stop. We needed a touchdown.
Yeah, you got it.
Bears got both in the first 6 minutes of the first quarter.
First half of the first quarter. So the Bears will line up for the extra point try here.
Henley will attempt the extra point for the Bears.
All right.
Right, doing a little bit of everything.
Ball is down. Kick is up. That looks good. It is good. So with 6 minutes and 1 second left to go in the first quarter, Willow Springs 7, Marionville nothing. We'll be back for the Bear kickoff in 30 seconds. You're listening to Bear Football on Classic Country, KUKU.
Here's proof that G&W Foods in Willow Springs is your full-service grocery store. Fresh produce and custom meat department. JT is cutting special orders in the meat department daily. A full-service deli with sandwiches made to order and fresh deli trays. A senior day, 55 and over, 5% off every Thursday. There's an ATM for your convenience. Hunting and fishing licenses sold at the checkout counter, and they will always carry out your groceries for you. Shop where we know you. G&W Foods, Willow Springs. You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
Coach Brendan Pitts getting his defense back out, or his special teams back out on the field as the Bears went about 60, how many yards was that? About a
64-yard drive.
About that for a touchdown, and the Bears have the lead 7-0 as they prepare to kick off to the Marionville Comets. The Bears held on the Comets' possession, and then they had an extended drive to get their first touchdown of the year. Bears to kick off. Kick is high and end over end, going to the deep man at the 15-20, 25-30, and he's about the 35-yard line, and he's gang tackled there.
Blow the whistle.
We can't hear if the whistle was blown or not, but it was. So apparently going to be stopped at about the 36, 37-yard line. That's where Marionville will put it in play, 1st and 10.
Cole Henley with the kickoff, and just a great offensive series for the Bears. We saw some pass, we saw some run, got a lot of different guys involved, and really what this team needed after just a 50-0 show last week.
Yeah.
And you come out, you get a defensive stop and a touchdown right off the top of the game, and that's going to get you the excitement, the enthusiasm level is going to jump up, and now we'll take our halfway through the quarter water break, and we'll remind you of some of our Bears sponsors: Coulter Heating and Cooling, Landmark Bank. Landmark Bank had a big remote here this afternoon. Harlan Hutchinson was here.
The star, the king of
he asked about you, of course.
Well, of course.
World, and Harlan was here.
We can name drop a little here.
Landmark was giving burgers out, and it was a big tailgate party sponsored by Landmark Bank earlier tonight. Shelter Insurance, Terry Newton in Willow Springs, Western Dairy Transport, Prevent Law Office, Cox Health Center, of course, Bailey Chevrolet GMC, and a new one, State Farm Insurance in Mountain Grove, Stephen Gum. Familiar name to Bear fans.
An old alum from Willow Springs. 37-yard line. That's the line of scrimmage for Marionville as they start this offensive series, and the Bears go back on defense. Coos in there at quarterback and working out of the I formation. He flips to his tailback, and the tailback's going to try to outrun everybody, and he got over the 40 and up to the 45, so a good run by the tailback as he just outrun the Bear defenders there for a good game.
Vicker around the left side, came over close to the near sideline and give him 9 on the carry. Don't forget, you can watch the game live streaming on YouTube. Just find Willow Springs Schools, Willow Bears. Search for Willow Bears on YouTube, and you can live stream the game on your computer. That comes with audio.
2nd down and 2 for Marionville. Ball at their own 45-yard line. 5:16 left to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Bear lead. Coos with 3 wideouts, hands it off to the
nice.
tailback, and he's hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss. Wow.
That'd be the freshman, Scotty Osborne, into the backfield for the sack.
Wow.
He's going to be a player.
We've heard some good things about him, and, boy, he proved it right there. Loss of 2 on the play back to the 43-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 for Marionville at the 43-yard line. Osborne, a Richards import. Glad to have him in maroon. Spread formation on 3rd and 4. 4 wide receivers. He goes quickly to the short man. He is going to be hit back there and brought down for no gain practically on the play. Bears did good pursuit on the lateral that time and brought him down for hardly any gain at all. It's going to be 4th down and 4 in a punting situation for the Comets.
Here's a Bear defense.
The thing that's kind of wondering about here is the guys that we heard were going to be the big stars for Maryville. Where are they?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Garcia's not in there, some of the others, so I don't know what's going on there. But they're going to punt on 4th down and 4. There's the kick. I lost it.
Baker's got it.
Baker took it at the 30. He's at the 34-yard line and gang tackle there. So the Bears will have it in play at the 34-yard line, their own territory, 1st and 10. So that would be my question, I think.
That would be a good question
that I would like to find out about where's some of the hot guns for the Marionville Comets. Where are they?
Well, Marionville does not dress a lot of guys. There's not many over there, and I don't see anybody in street clothes. So I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
We'll find out. I'll talk to my contacts.
You do. You should have contacts.
We've got contacts right over across the way there.
1st and 10 Bears, ball at the 34-yard line. Bears leading 7-0, getting ready for their second offensive series. Got confidence in that first series. They did. 1st and 10, Henley out of the gun. Keeps the back in there with him. Hands off to that back. High at his hit after a short gain over the 35 to about the 36-yard line. The 2nd down and a long 8 for the Bears from the 36-yard line. Sun's still up and shining brightly, but the players are in the shade. We up here high above Polinsky Field, still in the sun. What a warm night. Very, very warm out there. Warm and muggy. Lots of humidity in the air here in this hot August night. Bears break the huddle, come up to the line of scrimmage with 5 wide outs. Henley back there in the backfield by himself. Has a running back coming in front of him. Henley keeps it. He's got a 1st down and more. He may go all the way. He's at the 30. He's down to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Bryson Henley. And the Bears go up by a score of 13-0.
64 yards and Henley to the house for the 2nd time in the first quarter. Right. There's your MVP.
Wow, certainly is. He faked the handoff to the
Chase Jones was the backer.
That was coming across, and then he just tucked it in, went right up the middle, and got beyond the secondary. And when he was in the clear, you knew he was to the house. 2:56 left to go in the first quarter. The Bears go for the extra point. The ball is down. The kick is up. That's
not going to make it.
No.
Oh, wait, did it? No
good. 2:56 left to go in the first quarter. The Bears on top of the Comets, 13-0. We'll be back for the Bear kickoff in 30 seconds. You're listening to Bear Football on Classic Country KUKU.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See Agent Stephen Gum, 9807 East 20th Street, Mountain Grove, or call 417-926-4900. You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
Welcome back to Polinsky Field, home opener for the Bears, and so far so good as they lead the Marionville Comets 13-0 with about 2.5 minutes, or about 3 minutes actually left to go here in the first quarter. Bears have had 2 offensive possessions, and Triton Henley's put it in the end zone both times. Bears to kick off from the 40-yard line. There is the kick, end-over-end kick, going deep, taken at the 12-yard line by Marionville up to the 20, 25, and down at the 26-yard line. Good coverage by the Bear defense there. Seeing a little bit of spark here, Marty.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of spark.
They're running around. There's some excitement down there that we didn't see last week, and hard to get pumped up when you're getting beaten. Yeah, but nice to see that enthusiasm. Cole Henley with some good kickoffs here this quarter. He's sending them deep and giving that special teams time to get down there and cover it.
1st and 10 Comets at the 27-yard line, their own territory. Coos in there at quarterback, has 3 wideouts. One back in there with him. He throws to the left side, almost picked by the Bears, but falls incomplete, I think.
Yeah, incomplete. Justin Cheney had it as he was falling down. Sure Justin would have liked the pick there, but it'll go as an incomplete for Coos.
And 2nd down and 10 for the Comets.
Checking with the coach at the break. One of the coaches up here said, "Yeah, these are the guys. No matter what we were going off what the preview said, but these are the guys."
All right. 2nd down and 10. Coos at quarterback, hands off to the running back, trying to go to the outside, gets a little bit of running room up to the 30, but the Bears have good coverage on the sweep to the right side, and they bring him down for about a 3-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for Marionville.
Vicker on the carry to the right side for the Comets. Clock running at 2:20 left to go here in the first quarter. Of course, we'll have a Fall Sports Focus coming up at halftime.
Excited about
lots of stuff going on.
3rd and 7 from the 30-yard line. Big play here for the Bear defense. They'd like to force another Marionville punt. Coos out of the gun, back there with him. Gets the snap, wants to throw, drops 5 steps, throws it out here, completes it, and a 1st down for Marionville at the 38-yard line.
Coos completes the pass to number 5, that's Kyle Bratton, sophomore for the Comets.
1st and 10 for the Comets. I think that's their 2nd of the night.
It is.
We have 1 minute and 54 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Bears leading Marionville 13-0 at this point. Ball is on the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Comets. They've been mixing it up, run and pass, about 50-50. We have
the
pause in action.
Cheney's going to come out and get his helmet fixed.
Cheney is a sophomore for the Bears.
Yes. Henley comes back on. He's probably trying to get a breath over there.
So here we go. 1st and 10. Coos out of the gun, gets the snap, just keeps the ball, wants to run. Got blockers in front of him and runs out of them, though, right after he got over the 40-yard line to the 41. Pickup of about 3 on the play for Marionville.
Marionville does a nice job blocking ahead of their runners. Zach White was able to bring him down and really saved what I thought was going to be a bigger run.
Yeah, he got about 4 yards on the play. It'd be 2nd down and 6 for the Comets. Coos out of the gun, has a deep back behind him this time, and 3 wide receivers, 2 on the near side, 1 on the far side. Nobody in motion at this point. Gets the snap, pitches to his deep back, and his deep back's in trouble.
There you go.
And first tackler missed him, but the second one got him. No gain on the play.
Big Jaron Story, the junior.
Okay.
6'3", 250. Brought him down.
Give him about a half a yard, and that's it. He got to the 42.5. It'll be 3rd down and long for Marionville. And what could be the last play of the first quarter for the Bears here in their home opener at Polinsky Field.
Vickers had a shoulder pad out, so they're working on that, get him ready to go. But the play clock is running now.
Bears making some shuffling, 2 on the defensive side on 3rd down and long. Coos out of the gun, has 4 wide receivers, 3 on the far side, and he rolls that way, wants to throw.
Overthrew it, out of bounds.
Incomplete and out of bounds. So it'll be 4th down in a punting situation for Marionville with 5 ticks on the clock left in the first quarter. A flag on the play. See what that's about.
It's on the Comets.
Okay.
Missed the initial
They're talking
illegal
to the Bears.
receiver downfield for
okay.
the Comets. So we'll see if the Bears want to make it fourth down or take some yards.
I'd decline this one.
I would too.
I don't think there's much.
They're going to punt if
Much
you
to
make it fourth
discuss.
down, I would think.
Yeah, they're in their own territory and haven't been moving the ball very well. So, see what the guy in the white hat says here.
Bears drop return men back for the punt, so it looks like the Bears will decline. Well, they're going to move the ball back, so never mind.
Maybe the Bears did not have a choice, maybe, on that.
Maybe not.
Still fourth down, or is it third down? Third down.
Still third down.
Okay, so
we'll
no
just
punt.
Take that play away.
Yep. And take the ball back to the 37-yard line, take off about 5 yards. It'll be third down and 10 for Marionville. I'd say the Bears probably had no choice on that one. That is the end of the first quarter of play with the score Willow Springs 13, Marionville nothing. We'll be back for second quarter action in 1 minute. You're listening to Bear Football on Classic Country, KUKU.
The Prevent Law Office has been serving the community of Willow Springs and beyond for over 30 years. When you're in need of legal services for anything from auto accidents to estate planning, help with a traffic ticket to divorce and custody cases, call the Prevent Law Office at 417-469-3535 to schedule an appointment. Proud to support the Willow Springs Bears.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
Coulter Heating and Cooling, your authorized Rheem dealer in Willow Springs. I have a story about Coulter Heating and Cooling in Willow Springs. My AC unit went down and I needed help. It was hot and it was late. Michael came out, took care of me. I felt bad because it was so late. Michael didn't mind at all. His biggest concern was making sure me and my family were comfortable. Coulter Heating and Cooling, your authorized Rheem dealer in Willow Springs. Check out Rheem's new degree of comfort. Coulter Heating and Cooling. They really care about your comfort.
And they are your Rheem Pro partner. You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
Second quarter getting underway here at Polinsky Field. Second non-conference game for the Bears, and they're up on top in this one right now, 13-0 as we start the second quarter. It's third down and 10 for Marionville at their own 38-yard line. Coos drops back in shotgun formation, wants to throw, has time, lot of time. And the man on him, and step for step, and incomplete. No flags.
Ooh, yeah, I was worried about the flag. Zach White had good coverage. It was close.
Yeah.
And there was a little contact, but the official kept the flag in his back pocket. We'll say good coverage by White.
Yeah, fourth down and 10 for Marionville in a punting situation. And one thing I noticed on that play, too, Brendan Pitts was right down there, the defensive caller for the Bears, and he was congratulating White immediately.
Yeah,
so there was recognition from a coach right there. So the Bears are trying to get.
Oh,
they're getting a flag.
There it is, Bears on the field.
The Bears didn't have the right lineup in there, so there's another IQ there. Problem for the Bears. It was fourth down in a punting situation, and I think this is just a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, it still will be a punting situation.
Still be fourth down and 5 for the Comets.
Fortunately for the Bears, it
takes the ball up
fourth
to
and long.
43-yard line, where it'll be fourth and 5 instead of fourth and 10. And the Bears still punting situation. They show punt. Marionville does. They break the huddle. Punter stands at about the 32. There's the kick. It is not very high, but fairly good punt. Takes a nice roll for Marionville.
Oh.
Bears pick it up at the 20-yard line and go down immediately.
There's a flag back at the kick. John Baker picked it up at the last possible second. A dangerous grab for Baker. We'll see what the flag is.
It's against Marionville. I bet the Bears will want to kick this.
Yeah, I would say so, for
if
sure.
they have that option. The man in the white hat is going to discuss it with the Bears. We'll see what happens here, but I'm guessing a redo on this punt situation. The Bears having a deep hole at their own 22. The ball was not very high, but it took a nice Marionville roll when it hit at about the 35-yard line. It rolled about 15 yards, and I think we're going to come back and do it again.
Yes, we are. I think there was some motion by the Comets.
So that'll take the ball back to the 38, and the game has slowed to a crawl here. Take the ball back. Are we going to put it on the 40? Maybe there was
holding. A motion, yeah.
It would have been a holding or something.
So 4th down and probably about 6.
No, 4th and 10. Okay, now he was going to put the ball on the 40, then he changed his mind, put it at the 38. So 4th and 10. Yep, that's it.
Try to punt this for the 3rd time.
Yep.
Bears back to receive again.
Punting practice for Marionville and receiving for the Bears. There's the snap and the low line drive kick. Partially blocked, picked up at the 40-yard line or 50-yard line by the Bears, and they get it into Marionville territory. Aggressive play by the Bears. And, yeah, that punt went nowhere. Now, you said it may have been
hit. Yeah, somebody tapped that. I don't know if it was a Comet or a Bear, but it got hit. And then Brady Walton just, there's the ball. So, wisely went in, picked it up, got a few yards out of it. So the Bears will have fantastic field position here with 11:30 left to go second quarter, already leading 13-0. I would have to say the Bears came into this game as an underdog.
Oh, yeah.
And looking good to this point.
This beats starting at your own 22 versus starting at the Marionville 44. That's what one play did in that sequence in that 5-yard penalty against Marionville. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Bears. Henley in the gun from the Marionville 44-yard line. Puts a man in motion to the near side of the field. Heads off to the back there with him. Makes a cut and got a good little break there and got down to almost the 40-yard line. So some pretty good blocking there along the line for the Bears. And the flag is on the play. So we'll see what, maybe there was a holding.
Yep, I think so. Holding on the Bears, and it was thrown at the 45. So we'll see where they want to back him up to. Eye on the carry to the near side, and you're right, it was some good blocking, but
maybe a little too good.
Yeah.
11-yard penalty, actually, from the line of scrimmage, so take the ball back. It's from the point of the foul, which, as Marty correctly said, was the 45, so it takes it back to the 45 of the Bears, and it'll be 1st down and 21 yards to go with 11:19 left to go here in the half, and the Bears leading 13-0. Henley out of the gun, gets the snap, wants to throw, now pulls it down, now does throw and completes it into Marionville territory. Was he beyond the line of scrimmage when he threw? We'll see.
I think he got it off in time. Chase Jones, the receiver for the Bears.
Got it up 50-yard line, so gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 16 for the Bears.
That holding penalty on 1st down is tough.
That's tough, Dave.
That's hard to get 20 yards when you're planning on only getting 10.
Need a big play of some sort here.
Bears have had a couple from Henley.
Yeah, Henley's been the big play guy tonight. 2nd down and 16, Henley in the gun. 3 wideouts on the far side of the field, 1 on the near side. There's the snap. Wants to throw. Heaves it up there. Got a man wide open. And drops the ball. Wow, that was the big play there. That was the big play, and it dropped. Was it the guy?
Unfortunately, he had to drop earlier.
Brady Walton?
No, that was Crutchington again.
Was it Crutchington?
Yeah, number 20.
I thought it was Walton.
And that was, it was a hanger, but Crutchington did a nice job, had separation, was wide open, and it just fell right in. When you talk about Coach Pitts, he's immediately over there to work with Wyatt. He's had a couple of game-breaking catches that were just dropped.
3rd down and 16 for the Bears. Marionville showing a little life here on defense. They get here they come after Henley setting up a screen, and it doesn't get anywhere as the Bears get it to about 49 of Marionville, but it'll be 4th down and 15 for the Bears. So, yeah, that holding penalty changed everything for the Bears on that series, and they just couldn't overcome it. It's 4th down and 15 in a punting situation for the Bears. Even though they're in Marionville territory, they've got a punter in Scotty Osborne. The freshman stands at his 40-yard line. Marionville drops it back at the 25, and I think we're going to have
timeout Marionville.
Marionville. Okay, we'll take time in here for 30 seconds. You're listening to Bear Football on Classic Country KUKU.
Are you looking for a new career? Western Dairy Transport offers entry-level training, even if you have no prior experience, and they'll pay you every step of the way. Join more than 1,000 company drivers, owner-operators, and contract fleet owners that support Western Dairy Transport. Apply online at WDTmilk.com or call 1-800-469-7714. That's 1-800-469-7714 or go to WDTmilk.com.
You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
10 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the half. The Bears are up 13-0, and the ball is at the 49-yard line of the Marionville Comets. 4th down and 15 for the Bears in a punting situation. The Marionville called the timeout. They dropped a single receiver back inside his own 20-yard line as Osborne, back to punt for the Bears, stands just inside his own 40. Here they come. They were going to block it, but Osborne got it away. May have been partially blocked. We'll see. Anyway, the ball goes inside the 30 and rolls dead at about the 29. Marty, they had 10 men on the line of scrimmage.
Roughing the kicker. Going to be called on the Comet.
Oh, okay.
That's big.
That is big. That's automatic first down. I'm just pretty sure.
It was running into the kicker. I don't know if that's different than roughing the kicker or not.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's only a 5-yard, but is it an automatic first down? Anyway, that play's going to be run again. And Marionville was trying to block the punt. That was their goal.
They were coming after it.
They had 10 men on the line of scrimmage, and here they came after the freshman. And so he's just going to punt again. It's going to be 4th down and 11 for the Bears now at the 45-yard line of Marionville, and they drop a little bit now and don't put everybody on the line. Oh, bad snap. Osborne's got to get it, and he just covers it way back inside the 35-yard line. That is a bad break for the Bears there.
Such a good first quarter, and really just some mistakes here in the second quarter. It caught the Bears that holding penalty, and then the snap that was just too high over the head of Osborne. All he could do was go back and fall on it. All the way down to the Bear 35-yard line. So Marionville has great field position here at the Bear 35-yard line, 1st and 10, trailing 13-0. But here is a gift for them right here. Coos in there at quarterback has 4 wideouts, and now time is called by the officials. Wow, we have slowed this game down. This one's going to be a timeout. The Bears take a timeout.
Okay.
With 10-13 left to go first half. Bears leading the Comets 13-0.
Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Bear Football on Classic Country KUKU.
At Shelter Insurance, we know landlords have to keep up with their renters, even if they're related.
Mom, Dad, we just dropped by to pick up your
rent check.
I'm running a little short this month.
Not everything works as smoothly as Shelter's renter's policy. It helps cover stuff in case of fire, theft, and more.
What if I just moved back into my old room?
Oh, you mean Dad's new man cave?
Oh, man.
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Terry Newton, your Shelter Insurance agent in Willow Springs, 417-469-2881.
You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
Welcome back. 10-13 left to go in the half. Bears up 13-0, but Marionville has a 1st and 10 at the Bear 35. Here we go. Coos gets the snap, pitches to his trailing back. He tries to go outside, and there's a tackle from behind as the Bears knocked the ball carrier down for a loss of about 4 on the play. So the wide play did not work for Marionville.
Vicker with the carry. Chase Jones brought him down. Jones having a good night for the Bears. He's a junior. One of the captains, I believe, on this team. They really like Chase Jones.
Put him back to the 38, loss of 3, 2nd down and 13 for Marionville. They have not been able to go wide very much on the Bears. Coos out of the shotgun formation, has a back there with him, and a man in motion to the right. And they come back on the counter, and the Bears are right there, and it's another loss on the play, all the way back to the 42-yard line. And the Bear defense was ready for that counter play, Marty.
Jaron Story brought him down. He had some help doing it. Vickers again trying to get some yardage, but the Bears keep knocking him back.
So it was 1st and 10 from the Bear 35. Now it's 3rd and 18 from the 42-yard line. Wow. Bears got them going backwards. Third down and long. Coos, you'd think wants to throw, takes 3 steps back and throws over the middle. He's got his man, and he makes a good move on the Bears. The Bears are missing tackles as he gets a first down all the way down to the 22-yard line. A crossing pattern for the receiver, and he made some people miss, Marty.
Bowling with the reception, and you're right. He did some nice cuts. He was wide open, and then the Bear defense couldn't pin him in.
Takes it down to the 22-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Big gainer on the play for Marionville as the Bear defense was stopping the running game. Now they got to stop the passing game. Coos out of the gun. 3 wide outs. Running back there with him. Long count. Now man in motion to the right. And the handoff up the middle, and that's not going to go very far. About a yard gain on the play to the 21. 2nd down and 9.
Vickers again with the carry. Tried the right side this time and got a couple, but not much. Bear defense, like he said, doing a nice job against the run.
Going to bear down on the play. This might be a cramp, just from what I could tell, but that probably shouldn't say anything. But anyway, the Bear player is down for the moment by about the 21-yard line where the tackle was made. 8:14, that stops the clock. And again, the Fall Sports Focus coming up at halftime. And lots of stuff going on for the high school sports activities at Willow Springs this week. But rain helped delay things a little bit, didn't it?
It did, yeah. Nothing going on tomorrow, but everything is underway. Chase Garrison comes off, and that's not the one you were thinking maybe cramp, but now Chase had some problems with that ankle, and they were trying to get him back in there, and hopefully he didn't re-injure the ankle.
Hope it's just a cramp. We'll see. He's trying to walk it off over here on the near sidelines as he comes out of the game, and we'll see. Bears will go back on defense. 2nd down and 9 for the Comets at the Bear 21-yard line. 8:14 left to go in the first half. Coos at quarterback. Has a deep back behind him in the formation, and he has 4 wideouts, 2 on the near side, 2 on the far side. Hands off to the trailing back who tries to cut and
that's a face mask.
Gets inside, and there's a penalty going on down on the play.
Vickers on the carry went up, and you just saw him, his head flip, and everybody saw it at the same time. Pretty obvious face mask on the Bears here.
So it's going to mark it off half the distance to the goal. We'll take it down to about the 10. It'll be 1st and 10.
There's some costly penalties here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've made a lot of mistakes. That first quarter looked great, but the second quarter not so much. As the Bears' mistakes have really hurt them. It'll be 1st and goal now for Marionville at the 9-yard line of the Bears. As the Bears just helping them, giving it to them here a little bit.
Yeah, they really are.
3 wide outs on the near side, 1 on the far side for Coos. And man in motion comes back to get the ball. They had him, but let him get away, and they're going to say he was down. Okay, good job. Good job, Bear defense.
Chris Miller on the defense got him to at least get that knee down.
So
worried that he got out of that and was going to go to the house, but say he was down and lost about 3 yards.
Yeah, loss of 3 back to the 12. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 12-yard line for Marionville. Comets putting the pressure on the Bear defense. Bear defense made a few mistakes here, and let's see if they can get it together to hold them out of the end zone. Spread formation, and it's really spread this time. 3 on the far side, 1 on the near side. Coos gets the snap, looks to the far side, and the receiver, I think, caught the ball, but, man, he didn't go anywhere. Tackled immediately by the Bear defense. We heard it from the coach's side over there. That was an excellent play. That was a good description.
Making sure I had the player. I thought it was Chris Miller, and it was. A nice stop by Miller. He read that perfectly. Let him catch the ball, and it just popped him.
And he's all the way back now to the 16-yard line, so it's 3rd and goal for the Comets from the 16-yard line. Wow, that was a great play. Yeah, they call it
passing stats actually going down. Now he's completing passes, but his yards are declining.
There's a snap of the football, and whistles blew, and we have illegal motion against Marionville. So they're kind of making a few mistakes at this point in the contest. That's going to take the ball back to the outside the 20-yard line. We'll call it the 20. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 20 for Marionville. Bears just need to keep them out of the end zone here.
Got 0 on the board about halfway through the second quarter. Bears leading 13-0.
Yeah, you got to overcome your mistakes, and the Bears have had some of those here in this second quarter. Coos on 3rd down and 20 from the 20-yard line. Gets the snap, takes a 3-step drop, wants to throw. He winds up and tosses it up there, and it is incomplete. Bears are hyped down there, aren't they?
Baker was the one that swatted it away, I believe. Not a great pass from Coos.
He was going for it all in the end zone. That was probably about the max for his arm, so he kind of underthrew it a little bit. So it'll be 4th down and goal for the Comets at the 20. So we'll see what they've got in their 4th down and 20. Here we go. 4th and 20, I formation, or shotgun formation with the deep I back. Quarterback's got a little time now, running out of time. He rolls to his right, wants to throw, throws his hit, and it's intercepted by the Bears, and they take a knee. That was a IQ play right there.
It was, and that's one of those juniors that's played a lot of JV games, and now big part of the varsity. Brady Walton made a nice pick, understanding, hey, I can make this pick and then take a knee, and I get more yardage. So good job, Brady. Bears get the interception and take over at the 20-yard line.
Actually, it made no difference, but still, that was good IQ play. It really was. And he did not try to run it out.
Right.
That was the real key to the whole thing. So the Bears will take over on the interception, marking the ball at the 20-yard line. They'll have a 1st and 10 here halfway through the second quarter. 13-0 Bear lead at this point, and the Bears got those points early in the first quarter. Nothing has happened score-wise here in the second quarter.
Really a promising start for the Bears. Tonight, again, we'll have Fall Sports Focus coming up at halftime, and don't forget you can listen live at ozarkradionews.com or watch the game tonight. We are live streaming. You can search for Willow Bears on YouTube and lock into the Willow Springs High School YouTube channel, and you can watch along with us tonight on YouTube. Just search for Willow Bears.
They're streaming our audio, too, so
they are.
You get to hear, the guys.
Well, that's the most important thing, right? We've also got some scores coming up at halftime. Scrolled through those a minute ago and didn't see anything shocking, but I'm sure we'll have a shocker or two at halftime.
Now, that first week was full of shockers.
Yeah, the Ava game being chief among them.
So the Bears go back on offense and get back out on the field here with 6:18 left to go. I think we had a water break there, and we just kind of walked right through it, but that's all right. Henley in the gun by himself, back there all alone. 3 wide receivers, double tight end. Here's the last man out on the field.
Baker runs out.
He's a little late. Okay, he's going to line up with Henley back there, and they're about the 15-yard line. There's a quick snap, and Henley sees a hole, and he takes it. He's at the 25. He's at the 30 and out of bounds.
Oh, there's a flag there.
Yeah.
That was a late hit.
Yeah, that was. He was hit out of bounds, but no flag on the play.
Right in front of the officials, too, the coaching staff pleading their case. We got a good view of that. That was, normally I don't lobby for a lot of that, but that was a late hit.
That's a good way to get your player hurt.
Yes, it is. Henley with a nice run. You're right. He saw that hole. The junior quarterback recognized it quickly and took off.
14-yard gain on the play up to the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bears at that point. No flag at the end of the play. Could have been called, but it wasn't. Bears break the huddle, come up to the line of scrimmage.
Play clock down to 5.
2 wide receivers on the far side. Be a quick count here from Henley. Gets the snap, And he keeps it. Goes to the right side. Got running room. He's got 5. He's got 10.
Oh, he broke out.
At the 50-yard line, and he's going to go.
Wow.
Triton Henley for his 3rd touchdown of the night. 5, 10, touchdown. Triton Henley.
Well, I hope you were watching that on your live stream because
that was beauty, wasn't it?
everybody in the Validity Field thought that play was dead. It was a nice run, but then, whoop, there he goes.
Henley come out of there and nobody around him, and wow, he went all the way to the house. About a 66-yard touchdown run by Triton Henley, his 3rd touchdown of the night for the Bears, as they're breaking it open a little bit here and leading 19-0. Going for the 2-point conversion this time for the extra point. There's the snap. Henley wants to keep it and run it in, and he does. 2-point conversion is good.
Triton's game.
With 5:53 left to go in the half. The Bears 21. Comets nothing. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Bear Football on Classic Country, KUKU.
If your car should break its glasses, take it over to Pruitt's Collision Repair in Willow Springs. That young whippersnapper, Stacy Pruitt, why, he can put a whole new set of glasses in your car. The front, the roll-down window, the back side. He can fix her up. Pruitt's Collision Repairs, easy to find, right across the street from Landmark Bacon in Willow Springs. If you ain't happy, they ain't happy.
When cavemen invented the wheel, it was their peers that told them that'll never work. When the Model T hit the road, all the cowboys said, that'll never last. And even when the microwave oven came out, housewives all over said,
I'm not going to use that.
The same could be said about advertising your business digitally. Don't be fooled by the naysayers saying advertising your business digitally won't work. Ozark Digital Marketing, a branch of Ozark Radio Network, uses the strength of radio to help your business grow. To contact one of our digital marketing consultants, go to ozarkradionews.com or call 256-3131. The future of your business is right now with Ozark Digital Marketing, a division of Ozark Radio Network. Watch your business grow with the help of Ozark Digital Marketing.
You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
Come back.
Welcome back. 5:53 left to go in the first half of play. Bears 21, Marionville nothing. Cole Henley to kick off from the 35, not the 40, as we had a 5-yard penalty against the Bears before the kick. We think it was illegal substitution on the Bears, so they've got to kick it 5 yards deeper, from 5 yards deeper. Henley kick, good kick, end over end. Marionville backs up, takes it at the 20, 25, 30, 35, outside at the 40, but down at about the 42-yard line. Flags go down again.
Oh,
man. We're getting lots of flags here in this and the one that we thought was obvious did not get thrown.
Right. You're right.
We'll see what this is all about as Marionville takes over on the Bear 42-yard line, but flag has dropped, and we'll see what that's all about from the official. Personal foul against the Bears. Not good.
No, that's not what you need.
You don't want to give them 15 yards when you're leading 21-0.
Triton Henley, 177 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns. That's far.
Pretty good first half, isn't it?
That last touchdown, probably the highlight play of the year so far.
Yeah, definitely. This will take the ball all the way down to the Willow Springs 43. So we're trying to give Marionville good field position. Have the last 2 drives they've started in Bear territory. This one at the 43. Coos gets the snap, hands off to Zoop. He fakes, keeps the ball, wants to cut back, and that's not a good thing. Bears are gang tackling tonight. That was about 4 Bears in on the tackle for a loss of about a yard for Coos as he tried to do a little nifty cutback there, and the Bears were ready.
Chase Jones with the stop for Willow. Loss defense looks like a whole different unit. tonight.
I'm sure Coach Pitts is feeling a little better.
Yeah.
Second down and 12 for Marionville. Ball at the Bear 45-yard line. 5:09 left to go in the first half. Man in motion right. Motion man gets the ball, cuts it inside, got running room, and he's down inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line. So pick up on the play of about 8. It'll be third down and about 5 for Marionville.
Kyle Bratton with the carry. One of those names mentioned in the preview.
Jet sweep there that he cut back inside and got good running room. So third down and 5 from the 37-yard line of the Bears.
Bratton, a sophomore.
Coos at quarterback. Looks over to the sidelines to get the play call. This is a big third down play here.
Clock down to 2.
And there's a quick snap and handoff to the running back, and he's into the secondary and gets the first down to the Willow Springs 30-yard line.
Bratton to the left side. So they found a little weapon in Bratton here.
Found something. They found the weapon.
Got first down, moving the chains, and clock stops at 4:16 left to go in the first half. Marionville would like to get the 0 off the scoreboard.
They would.
This team beat Pleasant Hope 58-0 last week.
First and 10 for the Comets as they wait for the chain gang to get set up. First and 10 from the Bear 31-yard line. Coos out of the shotgun. Pitches to his deep back, and the deep back is going to be brought down for a very short, well, maybe a loss on the play. Looks like a loss of about a yard on the play back to the 32-yard line, so it'll be second down and long. They have not been able to run outside, Marty, on the Bear defense this evening, and that's something that we couldn't say last week.
You're right. James Collins with the staff there, and I was talking to the coaches today. A couple of them both mentioned the fact that these two teams really mirror each other offensively and defensively, and they were hopeful that the Bears, because of that, would kind of know what's coming.
Second down and long. Coos wants to throw. Had a man in his face when he threw it, but he threw it online and a touchdown for Marionville. Wow. That was impressive.
It was. Good job by Coos. He got that thing away with a man in his face, took a big hit, and threw an absolute strike to his receiver. 32-yard touchdown pass for Coos.
So that silences the Bear faithful a bit, brings them back into earth, reels them in a little. Touchdown for Marionville comes at 3:09 left to go in the half and makes it 21-6. And looks like they're going to go for 2. As Coos gets the snap, keeps the ball, and he is brought down short of the goal line. So the try for the 2-point conversion, not good. With 3:09 left to go in the half, it's now Willow Springs 21, Marionville 6. We'll be back to the Marionville kickoff in 30 seconds. You're listening to Bear Football on Classic Country, KUKU.
We all want top quality health care, and you get that with Cox Health Center in Willow Springs. At Cox Health Center, the patient comes first. The doctors at Cox Health Center in Willow Springs are Dr. Robert Shaw, Dr. Lori Clarkston, nurse practitioner Naomi Dick, and nurse practitioner Teresa Ward. Based in the community of Willow Springs, Cox Health Center is community-minded. Cox Health Center of Willow Springs, located on Main Street next to Booster Field.
You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
3 minutes and 8 seconds left, or 9 seconds left to go here in the first half of play. Bears leading Marionville 21-6. Marionville, though, struck last with that 32-yard bomb into the end zone. That was a pretty play by Marionville.
Fantastic pass by Coos.
And he had a guy right in his face. I thought that might have affected it, but apparently it did not. The ball was right on. Yeah. So Marionville to kick off from their 40-yard line. Bears drop back double safety at about the 10-yard line. And here's the kick. It's a low line drive kick. Picked up by the Bears to 15, 20. 25 over the far sidelines and out of bounds, somewhere around the 20, between the 25 and 30. Looks like the 26 6 or so. So that's where the Bears will put it in play, 1st and 10, leading 21-6 with about 3 minutes left to go in the half.
Bears need to hang on to the ball here, make a nice end of the half drive. Don't give the Comets another chance to build on that momentum they got with that touchdown pass.
I'd say at least one time out of 3 here in these first 3 downs, they need to give the ball. Let Triton Henley handle it.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, maybe.
He has been something tonight. He has been a highlight reel all in himself.
7 carries and 177 yards. Not bad.
Henley back there in the gun. He has 5 wide receivers. Now man in motion to the right. Flags go down, and I think we have illegal procedure. So we
do.
Just the second quarter has been penalty prone for the Bears.
That's 6 here in the first half, and really most of those coming in the second quarter.
Yeah, Bears had a clean first quarter. Really nice first quarter. But since then, it's been a little ragged. So it'll be 1st and 15 for the Bears, and that takes the ball back to the 22. You don't want to give Marionville another shot at it here late in the half. Henley drops back, same formation. It looks like 5 wideouts. He's back there, and he puts a man in motion to the right. And they turn up in a fumble, and looks like maybe Marionville, I don't know, we'll see how they unstack here.
Chris Miller on the carry. That's a new running back that the Bears were using there.
Guess he covered it.
Bears did recover.
So the ball was recovered by the Bears at the 25-yard line, so it'll be a gain of 4, 2nd down and 11. Clock moving with 2:35 left to go in the half. 2nd down and 11. Either this play or the next one, we look for Henley to keep it. Henley out of the gun, keeps it back in there with him. Stack the receivers here on the near side. There's the snap. They're coming to the near side, and the running back is hit and dropped for a loss on a play. Marionville's fired up now, aren't they?
They are. They tried Miller again. It was a quick handoff to the left side this time, and Marionville right there at the point of handoff, and they knock Miller back for about a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 15 for the Bears back at the 20, actually 3rd and 16 from the 20-yard line, and there's a timeout on the field as Marionville took the timeout. They
want to get the ball back.
They want to get the ball back and see an opportunity to do so. So we'll want to keep it here or send it back.
Oh, let's just keep it here and remind you, Fall Sports Focus coming up at halftime. We've got tennis, softball, volleyball, cross country. The band's going to perform at halftime. All kinds of fun stuff going on at Willow Springs School. We'll get you caught up on all that. We'll name our first athlete of the week for the fall. We have some nominations there, and you don't even know who they are yet.
I have no clue.
We'll let you go in dark, and you can pick your winner. We'll also have high school football scores, and the Cardinals leading the Reds tonight 4-2 on the game you would normally hear on Classic Country. Matt Carpenter has a 2-run homer in that game.
It's home run number 35, if my counting is right.
He had the stomach flu, but just keeps eating salt.
3rd down and 15. Bears break the huddle and get back out on the field as Marionville is wanting to get the ball back, so they call that timeout. I think that's their second. They have 1 left, I think. So here goes Henley on 3rd down and 16 yards to go. 5 wide receivers in the ball game. Man in motion right, and Henley keeps. He's over the 35, or over the 25, out to about the 28.
Flag is down.
Well, we've had some flags, haven't we?
Henley with an 8-yard gain. Didn't have quite the magic that time. Had a nice hole. Marionville was going to give him some yardage, but not enough for a first down. It's going to be a procedure penalty on the Bears.
Man,
again.
Man, mistakes have just been killing them here in the second quarter.
See what Marionville wants to do with that.
I think they have to take it, don't they, or not?
I don't think they have to.
If they don't, they probably will refuse it. So because that would just eat up more time if they took the penalty, and they want the clock to have some time on it.
Also put the Bears in a 4th down, and they're going to punt. In this kind of field position, Bears just kind of look ragged here in most of the second quarter, despite a highlight reel run by Henley for their 3rd touchdown. Otherwise,
Otherwise, they've been outplayed.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, and it's just mainly mistakes.
Penalty's been declined, so here comes the Bears to punt it away, and it looks like Henley's going to punt this time.
Okay, we need a good punt this time. Now they switch.
There you go. Now Osborne moves back to punt. So shifting, get the special teams out there, get the offense off.
All right. So here we go. Osborne to punt, standing at his own 15. Now we get another player coming out on the field. We're down to 5 seconds.
Got to do it. Osborne calling for it with one and
timeout. I think. I think maybe we got a timeout. Bears did. I don't know. They were just all messed. They've been messed up the whole second quarter. They have not played well. Fundamentally, they just haven't been making too many mental errors. So timeout has been called by the Bears here as they wanted to kick it away.
Play clock was running out, and they were going to either take a penalty or call the timeout, and they wisely took the timeout. They're leading 21-6, but now the defense for the Bears probably going to have to come up with a stop here before the half. Marionville trying to make this a good game going into the locker room.
But I have to say, the Bears seem to be prepared tonight for this game. Yeah. They came out prepared, so just some mistakes that they made here in the second quarter have cost them, and they could have been a shutout, I would say, at halftime anyway. But anyway, it's 21-6, and the Bears got to punt it away with about 2 minutes left to go in the half. Osborne out there on the field, standing inside his own 15, gets a high snap, but he gets it out of there, and it's a boomer. And takes a little bit of a bear roll at the 45 down to the 44-yard line of Marionville, and that's where Marionville will put it in play. So they're 56 yards away from a score with a minute 53 left to go in the first half of play, and I think Marionville has one timeout left.
They do. Both teams still have one timeout left. While they get ready, let's go over a few scores from around the area. West Plains leading Rolla 42-0.
And somebody
at halftime.
The guys on Ozone picked Rolla to win the game. Yeah, they did. They picked Rolla. I can't understand that.
They're obviously clueless about West Plains football.
They are.
Ava's of Hallsville tonight don't have a score there, but we'll get you some more as we go.
Coos gets the ball and hands off to the running back. He got a little blocking and got away from a tackler and got about 10 on the play. Inside Bear territory and down at the 47, 48-yard line, somewhere in that area. Got out of bounds to stop the clock, so good job by Marionville on that play.
Vicker, the running back, that's one of his best runs of the night. Really, the Bears had shut him down. 3 of his last 4 runs before that had been for loss. But he got to the outside and was able to turn the corner and get 8 yards and get out of bounds, stopping the clock at 1:44.
Marionville in Bear territory at the 48-yard line on 2nd down and 2. Coos wants to throw the ball, rolls to his right, throws it up there. It is incomplete.
Just overthrown. Pretty nice pass, but Miller on the defense for the Bears. Miller's played a good quarter here.
Thought there might have been a little contact there, but no call from the official, no flag. Stops the clock with 1:38 left to go in the half. 3rd down and 2 for the Comets. Probably can run the ball here if they choose.
Bears stepped over.
That gave them 5 more yards. Man. How many penalties can you have in a half or a quarter, actually?
Well, the Bears have about 8. That'll be an automatic first down for the Comets.
Yep.
That'll take them across the
inside
45 into the 43-yard
and
line.
Give them a first down, something that they didn't have. So new set of downs to work with for the Comets. Minute 38 to go. Coos out of the gun with a back there with him. Wants to throw. 2 steps back, throws near side, and the running back is hit and dropped as he got to the 32-yard line, close to a first down. And it is, I think, another first down for Marionville. That took 8 seconds, so the Comets are moving the football.
Matthew Bowling with the catch for the Comets. Wide open. Bears had some bubble coverage on him, and the Comets are ready to go.
Coos, 1st and 10 from the Bear 32, gets bad snap. He picks it up, though, and throws it out of there long. Whoa, picked by the Bears. Man was open, but the pass was underthrown, and the Bears just acted like a receiver there.
Yeah, Brady Walt
pulled it down at the 5-yard line for an interception and turnover. The Bears will get it back, 1st and 10, at their own 5-yard line. So good job by the Bears playing pass defense that time, but that receiver was open.
That's a good basketball play. Walton just read the ball.
He did.
Just thought, you know what, I'm going to make a play on the ball. He had the jump to do it. Made the pick, the second turnover on the night for the Comets, second interception for the Bears, and now the Bears just need to play ball control for the last minute 16 of the first half. Big turnover there for the Comets. They've really had all the momentum heading into this final minute.
It's been their quarter, but still they've been outscored 7-6. So that's
good.
That's good, yeah. Henley out of the gun, standing near his own end zone, gets the ball, hands it off to the running back. He breaks free at the 15 and up to the 20-yard line. So that was a good running play for the Bears. That looked like, was that Hyatt that time?
That was Chase Garrison.
He's back in the game.
Yeah.
All right.
The senior for the Bears. Good to see Chase back out there, and he gets the Bears out of a hole with a big 15-yard carry.
He's out to over the 20, and we'll call it the 20. 1st and 10, 15-yard pickup by Garrison on that carry. Clock stops at 1:05. Now it starts again. Bears break the huddle. Henley out of the gun. That's 3 wideouts on the far side of the field, 1 on the near side, back in there with him. He wants to throw. He drops back, looks over the defense, can't find anybody. Now goes to the outside, but got a man open down there, and he overthrew him, I guess. I think the player gave up on the play.
He did, yeah. White was open.
Yeah, he was wide open. But
Henley tried to get it to him, but by the time he cut back to the ball, it was too late.
He gave up. He sort of gave up and came back. He was coming back, and Henley was being pressured a little bit and overthrew it. So incompleted pass will bring up a 2nd down and 10 with 43 seconds left to go here in the half.
An interesting play call there, calling for a pass and then trying to catch Marionville napping a little bit.
2nd down and 10 for the Bears. Henley out of the gun, gets the snap, keeps the football, got a little running room. He breaks a tackle and gets over the 20 to the 25-yard line. We're down to 32 seconds and counting, so we'll have maybe one more play left in this half. But it's been a good one for the Bears overall. We've been grumbling about their play here in the second quarter, but the play in the first quarter was absolutely flawless practically for the Bears. It'll be 3rd down and 5, and I don't think the Bears are going to be interested in running it. They don't have to. They can just let the clock run out, and I think that's what they're going to do.
Going to head to the locker room.
Yep. So we are at the half with the Bears leading the Marionville Comets 21-6. And a little bit of a surprise coming out of Bearville tonight. So we'll be talking about that at halftime and what all's happened, plus what all's happened at Willow Springs High School during the past week sports-wise for several different sports coming up in our fall sports focus. We're at halftime with the Bears leading Marionville 21-6. We'll be back in 3 minutes. You're listening to Bear Football on Classic Country KUKU.
Who doesn't love being number 1? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number 1 is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See Agent Stephen Gunn, 9807 East 20th Street, Mountain Grove, or call 417-926-4900.
Coulter Heating and Cooling, your authorized Rheem dealer in Willow Springs. I have a story about Coulter Heating and Cooling in Willow Springs. My AC unit went down, and I needed help. It was hot, and it was late. Michael came out, took care of me. I felt bad because it was so late. Michael didn't mind at all. His biggest concern was making sure me and my family were comfortable. Coulter Heating and Cooling, your authorized Rheem dealer in Willow Springs. Check out Rheem's new degree of comfort. Coulter Heating and Cooling. They really care about your comfort.
And they are your Rheem Pro partner.
Gary Lee here at Bailey Chevrolet GMC in beautiful downtown Willow Springs. John Bailey and I always talk cars, trucks, and SUVs. We also like to talk a little bit about sports, and John is quite the sports guy.
Listen up, Bears sports fans. This is John Bailey from Bailey Chevrolet GMC, and I see a lot of my customers at Bear sporting events. That's why we just got named Bear City, Missouri, and I want to personally invite each one of you to come by and talk cars, trucks, and SUVs with me here at the dealership. I'll see each one of you at a ball game, and go Bears!
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See Agent Stephen Gunn, 9807 East 20th Street, Mountain Grove, or call 417-926-4900.
We all want top quality health care, and you get that with Cox Health Center in Willow Springs. At Cox Health Center, the patient comes first. The doctors at Cox Health Center in Willow Springs are Dr. Robert Shaw, Dr. Lori Clarkson, nurse practitioner Naomi Dick, and nurse practitioner Teresa Ward. Based in the community of Willow Springs, Cox Health Center is community-minded. Cox Health Center of Willow Springs, located on Main Street next to Booster Field.
Coulter Heating and Cooling, your authorized Rheem dealer in Willow Springs. I have a story about Coulter Heating and Cooling in Willow Springs. My AC unit went down, and I needed help. It was hot, and it was late. Michael came out, took care of me. I felt bad because it was so late. Michael didn't mind at all. His biggest concern was making sure me and my family were comfortable. Coulter Heating and Cooling, your authorized Rheem dealer in Willow Springs. Check out Rheem's new degree of comfort. Coulter Heating and Cooling. They really care about your comfort.
And they are your Rheem Pro partner. You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow
Springs. Welcome back to halftime here at Polinsky Field. The Bears hosting Marionville in the home opener for the 2018 fall season, and the Bears leading at 21-6 here at halftime, and we're getting ready to be entertained by the band led by Chris Cochran, and Chris has got a show for the year. I think it's a really big show, right?
It's entitled Remix, and I know the band's going to St. Louis. They're going to be in the Dome. It's the Bands Over America competition, and it's a big deal. So they're already well into their show prep and going to play a few songs for the fans tonight.
I'll let you listen to a little marimba there. Yeah, pretty big sound coming out of them, isn't it?
It is. They look good. They got brand new uniforms this year as well, and they look sharp and
sort of
sound good.
Black uniform?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
Not that we need to really publicize that a lot, but the band has always had some black in their uniform.
That's okay. I don't have anything. Some may.
Well, we'll not get into the school color debate on air because
okay.
that can get a little sensitive.
Anyway, Chris Cochran's band is sounding good here, and if you haven't, there's only 4 home games this year, so you want to take advantage when you have a home game and come listen to the band, folks, because this band is one of the premier bands in South Central Missouri, and I have no prejudice in that at all.
They just are. They've got the awards to back it up.
We go to many different venues during the fall football season and see a lot of bands, and I say they're premier as far as bands are in this part of the country. So there they are. I thought you might have wanted to hear just a little bit of the opening stanza of the Bear Pride Band and their remix halftime show here at Polinsky Field. All right, let's get to the halftime stats and the fall focus and all that.
Let's do stats first, and we didn't really want to talk about the stats too much last week, if you'll remember.
Yeah, no, there wasn't many.
All right, a little better.
Yeah.
So we'll hit you with the stats. Start with the scoring. It started in the first quarter at the 6-minute mark. Triton Henley with a 23-yard touchdown run. Point after was good. It was 7-0 Bears. Then again, at 2:56 to go in the first quarter, it was Triton Henley again, this time on a 64-yard touchdown run. Point after was no good. It was 13-0 Bears after the first quarter. A really well-played first quarter by the Bears. Offense, defense, everything was clicking. Second quarter, not so great for the Bears. Lots of penalties. Gave Marionville many chances.
Yeah.
The highlight, though, maybe of the game came at 5:53 to go in the first half. Triton Henley, it's been his game. 66-yard touchdown run. It looked like he had made about a 10-yard run and was down, and all of a sudden, here he popped up, came from the pile, and nobody touched him for the rest of the 50-plus yards that he went in for the touchdown. Marionville, though, struck back at the 3:09 mark in the second quarter. Coos with a sensational pass for a 32-yard touchdown. It was 21-6. Marionville had an opportunity late, but a big interception by Brady Walton to kind of ice the first half and give the Bears a 21-6 lead going into the locker room at halftime.
Confidence, I think, is what you may be seeing from the Bears right now. A little bit of confidence, and it's something they did not have after that Stratford game. They didn't have it. So good job by the coaching staff to get it prepared for this game tonight, and hats off to them for the first half.
First half stats, Triton Henley, he's your man. He is the player of the game, no doubt, at this point. On the ground, 9 carries for 184 yards for Henley. That's first half stats. In the air, he's 3 of 5 for 17 yards. So just keeping him honest in the air. Bailey Hyatt's got 3 carries for 16 yards. Chase Garrison just 2 carries for 18 yards, but put a star by that because Chase came back after we thought he might have re-injured that ankle. He came back out and made a 15-yard run to get the Bears out of a hole after that interception. So
they had the
nice
ball,
to have Chase Garrison
had the
back.
ball at the 5-yard line, and he just roared it out of there on a sweep to get him out to the 20-yard line. So, good job.
For the Comets, they've had to pass the ball, I think, more than they wanted to pass the ball. But Coos, 8 of 16 with 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. So not a great stat line. He did make a really nice pass for the touchdown.
He did.
And the Comets having a hard time getting their running game going. You credit the Bear defense. They've had a nice game to really stop the Comets' running game. They wanted to get Vicker going, but he's got 9 carries for just 21 yards. And then other than that, Bratton's got a couple carries for 11. Bowling's got 1 for 6. And Coos has 4 carries for 3 yards. He's been sacked a couple of times.
I think the Comet offense wanted to use the sweep a lot and run outside on the Bears, and they have not been able to do it in the first half. Not been able to run outside at all. So that's been a key star for the Bear defense and Coach Pitts and his defensive scheme and play calling. What else?
Let's take a look at scores, and then we'll get into Fall Sports Focus. First on our mind, of course, is the Cardinals and the playoff push that we didn't think was possible a month ago. But DeYoung with a 3-run homer, and the Cardinals lead 7-2 in the bottom of the third. So the Cards continue to roll, and in high school football, we'll pull up that handy-dandy Ozone app real quick and tell you that West Plains leads Rolla 42-0 at the half. And other scores of local interest: Fair Grove beating Skyline 28-0. Liberty trailing Bolivar 7-0 at the half. The Liberators shutting out the Liberty Eagles at halftime. And Stratford beating Mountain Grove 14-6 at the half. What? What? So that's a very interesting score.
That is.
Man, Stratford looked good last week, and Mountain Grove did not. So, well, we can make a big difference.
Yeah, it can.
They are leading Doniphan 39-8. That's in the second quarter. Cuba leading Houston 15-6 at the end of the first quarter, and Kabul leading Chaffee 21-0 at the half. Kabul trying to go 2-0 in non-conference play.
Coach Mack
got the Bulldogs back.
You bet. Okay.
All right, Fall Sports Focus.
Didn't hear
where do you want to go first?
Avis score.
We didn't have an Avis score up there. They're playing Hallsville. I don't even know where that's at. Okay. So we may not be able to get that score.
Okay. Well, let's go to volleyball first. Just picking one out of the air.
Sure.
And I know they went to Hillcrest this week.
They did. That was their only game this week, the only one on the schedule. It's a big one to start with. And Coach James, I was there for that one, and man, they all played really well. We had a ton of volleyball girls. I had somebody from Hillcrest come up and say, "What are you guys doing to get all these girls out for volleyball?" So volleyball is hot right now in Willow, and we had actually a freshman, JV, and varsity matches. Freshman won, JV won, both in straight sets. The varsity, unfortunately, fell in 3 sets. Did some good things, but fell short. Coach James says they've worked hard this week. They're excited for their home games next week. They play 2 games at home next week. Fordland on Tuesday, and then Summersville on Thursday, both those games at Mumford Gym. The volleyball girls are exciting to watch. They've got some youth that look really good, so they're going to be fun. Cheyenne Watts is Coach James's nominee for Athlete of the Week. Cheyenne is a big middle hitter for the Lady Bears, does a good job of blocking and hitting, and that's Coach James's nominee for Athlete of the Week as volleyball got it rolling at Hillcrest last week.
All right, on to what, cross country?
Sure, cross country. You know Coach Wagner.
I do.
They haven't started yet.
I did. Well, I did.
but he's ready to go anytime.
Okay. Right.
They're going to go to Bolivar tomorrow. That's where Liberty's at tonight. They're going tomorrow for the Southwest Coaches Meet. It begins at 8 a.m. at the Bolivar Municipal Golf Course. I bet Coach Wagner and his son and daughter that are both running this year are not here.
No.
They're probably in bed
They're
getting ready for that big meet tomorrow. So good luck to the cross-country team. And they've got a big one coming up next week, and we always like to push for Bear fans to show up because it's a cool cross-country meet. It's huge. It's the Steve Wagner Invitational. Happens at the golf course on Thursday. The meet begins at 4, and that is it's just a great environment. If you've never been to a cross-country meet, that's a lot of fun to watch. And
a lot of teams
there
show
will
up.
be tons of kids running in those meets. And it's just a neat atmosphere to go and watch.
Yep. Okay, now that's cross country, which hasn't started yet. We will go to next. No, let's not go to softball. Let's save that for last.
Okay. The
All right.
tennis
So it's
would
gotta
be your other option.
It's got to be Coach Cox in the tennis team.
And the tennis team's gotten off to a tremendous start on Monday. They played Hillcrest. It was Hillcrest week, I guess. Beat them 9-0. As a team, they only lost 6 games in the entire match.
Wow.
Then on Tuesday, this quick turnaround, they traveled to Waynesville, which is a tough place to go, and came away with another 9-0 win for the varsity. And their JV had a great night, winning 14-1. And I can tell you from going to Waynesville many times, that is a hard place to go and get a win, not just a win, but a 9-0 win. And
Coach Cox just went through.
Yeah, he was smiling as he went through.
His feet were not touching the ground, I noticed.
So the varsity, that's 18-0 to start the season against Hillcrest and Waynesville.
A couple of pretty good at Waynesville in particular.
Oh, yeah. That's just a great win for Coach Cox and the tennis girls. Their match with Reed Spring on Thursday was rained out, rescheduled for later. Next week, they have a busy week with 7 matches. They go to Wednesday, they go to the Parkview tournament to face Hillcrest, Clever, and Parkview. And then on Thursday, they host Rogersville. That'll be a big one. And then on Saturday, they go to the Forsyth tournament where they'll play Reed Spring, Clever, and Forsyth. So lots of tennis on deck.
There is.
For the Lady Bears.
Who's
Athlete of the Week nomination is the #1 doubles team of sophomores Taylor Reese and McKenna Cox. They dominated 1 doubles in both of the matches this week, beating Hillcrest 8-0 and Waynesville 8-1. So nice job. Taylor and McKenna, nominees for Athletes of the Week from tennis.
Let's go to my favorite sport, softball.
Softball. What would you expect from softball?
I'd expect to
win. What do we expect
I would
to do?
expect to win. And I would expect
Coach got to win
to show up, right when we're starting to talk about him, too.
He's had a glorious start to his softball coaching career.
He's got a pretty good team to coach, too.
Not bad. He's got a decent pitcher that he can throw out there every once in a while. See what they can do. They can do with what he's got. But, softball, 2-0 this week.
Okay.
They had a 12-0 win over Seymour, and then an 11-1 win over East Carter. That East Carter team,
East Carter's.
I mean, they've always had a good team, and to go down there is tough, too, because you got to take a road trip. And Courtney Melvin was 3 for 6 this week with a couple of doubles, 5 RBIs, 3 runs scored. And then, of course, that pitcher they have, she's pretty good.
Yeah.
Sydney Miller, 2-0 on the mound with a 0 ERA. She hasn't allowed a run in her first 11 innings pitched, and she threw a no-hitter against Seymour. That's only had, and I think Coach is still here, had 1 walk, right? 1 walk, or she would have had a perfect game. And
wow.
Coach Bunch said that's on her to-do list this year to throw a perfect game.
All right.
That's nice when you can just throw that out there on your to-do list, right?
Well, let me guess. Coach Bunch's nominee for Player of the Week.
Well, if you're Courtney Melvin and Miller out there, but
okay.
I think Miller's got to be the nomination, right?
I think we got it. I think
she's probably we could probably pencil her in as an every week nomination, but
I would say the runner-up would be the doubles team for the tennis team, but I'd still have to cast my vote for Miller and the no-hitter that she threw, and allowing one walk in the game. My gosh, that's just too good not to give her the Athlete of the Week.
I agree. Sydney Miller is our Athlete of the Week. Softball is going to be home next week. They had a rainout on Thursday, but they'll be home against Hartville on Tuesday, Thursday against Bakersfield. So 2 chances to go watch. Man, you could make a day of it Thursday and go over to the cross-country meet for a while, go to the softball game, bounce around a little bit. I think tennis is in town that day, so just make Thursday afternoon your Bear day and go watch some Bear sports.
Great sports, fall sports outside of football. Not football, the first half here has been very good too tonight, but there's also some other things going on, and we just want to keep you up to date on those. And I think I'm going to go down and I'm going to do something for our athletes.
We need to do that.
Yeah.
Sydney Miller, Athlete of the Week #1 in Sydney. Something is coming your way. A mystery prize.
Mystery prize.
Coming at you.
Yeah,
We don't know what it is yet, but it's going to be amazing.
We'll get something pulled together for you.
You bet.
Maybe something you can eat. I don't know.
That's always good.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Bob Janey likes things to eat.
Yeah, he looks like he's ate a little in his lifetime. Bullet Bob behind us here, and we've had all kinds of guests here and going through in our booth here tonight. So it's been good. Good halftime talk about the fall sports at Willow Springs High School, and I don't know if we got time to get a quick break in for the start of the second half.
Yeah, let's take a quick 1-minute break and come back for the start of the second half.
You're listening to Bear Football on Classic Country KUKU. Back in 1 minute.
When cavemen invented the wheel, it was their peers that told them that'll never work. When the Model T hit the road, all the cowboys said, that'll never last. And even when the microwave oven came out, housewives all over said,
I'm not going to use that.
The same could be said about advertising your business digitally. Don't be fooled by the naysayers saying advertising your business digitally won't work. Ozark Digital Marketing, a branch of Ozark Radio Network, uses the strength of radio to help your business grow. To contact one of our digital marketing consultants, go to ozarkradionews.com or call 256-3131. The future of your business is right now with Ozark Digital Marketing, a division of Ozark Radio Network. Watch your business grow with the help of Ozark Digital Marketing.
You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
Second half getting underway here at Polinsky Field. Bears leading Marionville 21-6. Bears kicking off to start this second half of play. And Marionville, you know what their coaches were saying at halftime? We're in this game. We can beat these guys.
Oh, yeah.
So the Bears are going to have to play some good football. And Coach Fitz's defense is going to have to rise up to the occasion here on the very first possession of the third quarter. Bears to kick it off from the 40-yard line. Henley back to kick. There is the kick, a line drive, and a deep one. I mean a deep one. It's going into the end zone, and it will be a touchback. He out-kicked. The receivers were standing at about the 20-yard line. They couldn't even catch the ball.
No,
if
they
they tried. So, good job by Henley. Cole Henley. That's Triton's brother. That's
older brother.
That's senior brother there. So the Bears will be on defense. Marionville will start from their own 20-yard line, trailing 21-6. So we'll see what the Bear defense has to offer here in the second half of this ball game.
Defense has really played a good game. It's
Yes,
been
it
the
has.
penalties that has given Marionville good field position.
Cruz is quarterback, hands off to the running back. He's coming around the near side and bounces off a tackle and gets about 8 on the play up to the 28-yard line.
Good
job.
blocking.
Good blocking, yep.
Vickers with the carry over the right side. He'll pick up about 9. Well, I'll give him 8 on the play.
8.5. It's right between the 28 and 29. Second down and short for the Comets. Underway here in the third quarter.
Marionville look like they still want to establish the run there.
Coos at quarterback. 3 wide receivers. Running back in there with him. Hands off to the running back, and he gets into the secondary. First down at the 34-yard line.
Vickers again goes to the right side, or the left side this time.
Just up the middle, over the tackle, an over tackle play, and he got 5 yards in the first down. So the Comets have come out thinking they want to They want to get back in this football game.
Bears leading 21-6 as we start the third quarter here at Polinsky Field. Good crowd has stayed around.
Been pleasantly surprised thus far. Coos, the quarterback, gets the snap, hands off to the tailback. He tries to cut to the outside, and he does. He gets the first down and more down the far sideline into Bear territory and all the way down to the 35-yard line of the Bears. So Marionville coming out with authority here in the third quarter. Could have marked him down at the 40-yard line, but still big ground gain, 25 yards for Marionville, and they don't look like the same team that started the game, do they?
They do not. Vickers, the same guy. Vickers carried the ball that time and got around Brady Walton. And
yes, he did.
Turn that corner, hit the next gear.
From the 40-yard line of the Bears, 1st and 10 for Marionville. There's the snap. Marionville rolls to the right this time. Quarterback keeps the ball, and he's got about 5, maybe 10 yards. He gets down close to the 30-yard line before he is brought down. Just a different-looking Marionville team.
Well, and that's the same kind of play that the Bears were knocking for a loss in the first half.
Yeah, gain of 8 on the play down to the 32. It will be 2nd down and 2 for Marionville at the Bear 32-yard line.
I think improved line play is the big difference so far for the Comets. They're pushing the Bears back.
2nd down and 2 yards to go. Coos brings them up to the line of scrimmage. Gets the snap. Hands off to the running back. Cuts back and first down. I think he got enough for a first down.
Could be close.
Right
at the 30.
Yeah.
Vickers again with the carry.
Let's see if they give them a first down or not. It's right on the 30-yard line, and I think that will be enough for a first down.
I think they're going to mark him just short.
Okay.
So 3rd and half a yard, unless they want to measure.
Clock moving at 9:40 left to go in the third quarter. Marionville's taken the opening kickoff from the 20 and marched all the way down to the Bear 30 in short order. 3rd down and short. Coos gets the snap, wants to keep the ball, and does, and got the first down, but a good tackle by the Bears at the 30-yard line, but he rolled forward for a couple of yards.
Miller with the tackle for the Bears. Bears had some pressure in the backfield, thought they might get him for a little bit of a loss, but he was able to get just enough to get that first down and keep the chains moving as Marionville looks impressive coming out of the locker room to start the third quarter.
Not throwing the ball one time. They've kept it on the ground. 1st and 10 for Marionville at the Bear 28-yard line. Coos out of the gun. Man in motion to the right. And he hands off on the counter play, and it goes for big yardage, about 10 again. Bears gang tackle, but not before about a 10-yard gain for the Comets.
Vicker with the carry. I'm going to stop him short of the
not a
yard line.
Yeah.
It'll be about a 6-yard gain.
Yeah. All the way down to the 22-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Comets as they keep it on the ground and are moving.
Yeah, you're right. This looks like the Bears defense really did a great job against the run all first half.
Yeah.
They've made some adjustments at half, and look like they've got the Pistons working.
2nd and 4. Going to the outside, the running back gets a first down inside the 15 down to the 12-yard line. So they are just moving at will.
Bratton this time mixed it up just a little bit. Good play calling by the Comets. Keeping it on the ground, but every running play is a little bit different. And as prepared as the Bears looked in the first half, they looked a little lost here in the third quarter on defense.
8:14 left to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Comets. Ball is at the 13-yard line of the Bears. They have really been impressive, the Comets have, in this third quarter opening drive.
They're going to have to call a timeout here. The players didn't know the play, and the coach is extremely upset to have to burn a timeout. But Comets will have to call one. With 8 minutes to go in the third quarter, Bears leading 21-6, Marionville timeout.
Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Bear Football on Classic Country, KUKU.
Who doesn't love being
you
number
like that
one?
song?
When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See Agent Stephen Gunn, 9807 East 20th Street, Mountain Grove, or call 417-926-4900. You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
Welcome back to Bear Football. Marionville Comets have the Bears on their heels here in the third quarter as Marionville has it 1st and 10 from the 13 of the Bears, taking the opening kickoff and driving down the field, running the ball. Coos on 1st and 10 gets the snap, hands off to the tailback, trying to cut outside. The Bears got him down there for a short gain on the play. So gain of about a yard and not much more than that.
Jaron Story comes up with the stop for the Bears. Vicker again on the carry, and that'll be a 2-yard loss that time.
Back to the 15-yard line, make it 2nd down and 12, and somebody's down on the play. A Bear, it looks like.
So Story is down after he made the tackle. Will slow getting up.
In fact, he isn't up yet, but, this is the heat is bound to be a factor in the ball game, and it can take a toll as far as cramps are concerned too. But
and that looks like a cramp.
Yeah, the way they're stretching his leg out there. So both teams come over to the sidelines with 7:43 left to go in the third quarter, and Marionville went into the locker room and they made some adjustments, got some psyche worked into their team, and came out looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Don't forget, you can listen to us live at ozarkradionews.com, and during home games at least, we are now streaming the Bears on YouTube. Just search for Willow Bears on YouTube and go to the school's YouTube channel and watch the game live on your computer.
And then you can hear the broadcast.
Hear the broadcast piped right through it, and you've got it all in one nice little package there on YouTube.
Story's coming off under his own power, but slowly.
Dr. Shaw and Jim Taylor taking care of things down there for the Bears.
2nd down and 15 for Marionville at the 15-yard line. Or 2nd down and 12 at the 15-yard line, I should say, for Marionville. Coos out of the gun. Man in motion to the right. Hands off to the sweep back who cuts it back inside. He's had success with that. Gets down close to the 10-yard line, still on his feet. When are they going to blow the whistle, Marty?
These guys have been a little late blowing the whistle a couple of times.
Yeah,
I do.
I think they got a couple extra yards there after I thought the whistle would have blown, but a gain of about 6 on the play.
I was bowling on the carry that time. Haven't used him a lot, but the Comets go to him here. Be a 3rd down and 7 for Marionville.
Ball inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. 3rd down, and they've got to get to the 3-yard line for a 1st and goal. And they stop the clock again. They got another Bear down. So
another cramp. Looks like he's holding. There we go with the stretching again. So
yeah.
the Bear is being hit hard by cramps here with 7 minutes left to go third quarter, and I think they may just go ahead and take a water break here while they've stopped playing.
We'll take another 30-second timeout here. You're listening to Bear Football on Classic Country KUKU.
Coulter Heating and Cooling, your authorized Rheem dealer in Willow Springs. I have a story about Coulter Heating and Cooling in Willow Springs. My AC unit went down, and I needed help. It was hot, and it was late. Michael came out, took care of me. I felt bad because it was so late. Michael didn't mind at all. His biggest concern was making sure me and my family were comfortable. Coulter Heating and Cooling, your authorized Rheem dealer in Willow Springs. Check out Rheem's new degree of comfort. Coulter Heating and Cooling. They really care about your comfort.
And they are your Rheem Pro partner. You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
7:02 left to go in the third quarter. 21-6 our score. The Bears on top of Marionville, but Marionville in a real good situation here with a 3rd down and 6. Ball on the Willow Springs 9-yard line. Cramping, we're guessing, has been taking a issue with the Bears on the last 2 plays as they've had players go down. And Marionville hadn't had anybody go down yet, so maybe it's a hydration issue or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not a Jim Taylor, so I'll
drink up and get back out there.
Yeah, let's go. Anyway, 3rd and 6. Officials are talking to both teams here, and now we're ready to go. Ball is on the 9-yard line. Comets have not thrown yet on this drive. 3rd and 6. You might think they might do that here. Coos all alone in the backfield, wants to throw, and throws it over the middle.
Is it picked?
It is. Picked off by the Bears. Woo.
Interception by the Bears. Coos threw into traffic, and Bears coming up with the interception. It was a player wearing number 6. That's listed as Micah Duffield. I don't think that's Duffield.
Well, it might be. It might be. They said he might start, might play tonight. We'll have to see who that is. But a pick by the Bears will give the Bears the ball on the turnover at their own 5-yard line. That's just about exactly where the Bears intercepted the ball near halftime. So
it was Duffield. Duffield has come back out here in the second half, and the senior, those 2 seniors have been back and made a difference this week.
Yes, and I thought that Coach Schwalm said this morning, questionable on the field. So we're going to let him play a little, and, boy, that was a good place for him to be.
Absolutely. 3rd interception of the night for the Comets and Coos. They kept it on the ground, just like you said, up until that point. And they go to the air, and bad things happen. What's your favorite phrase when you put it in the air?
No, 2 things. 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
So much wisdom in that little phrase.
Well, that's Coach Williams. That's from way back there. Anyway, 1st and 10 for the Bears. Ball is at the 5-yard line. They're in their own territory, but they're glad to have the ball. It's the first time they've had it in the 3rd quarter, and that was a huge play by the Bear defense. Now let's see the offense move the ball. 1st and 10 for the Bears from the 5. Back there by himself is Triton Henley on 1st and 10. He's got 5 wide receivers, man in motion to the right. And they go right with the football. Henley keeps it and gets out to the 10, maybe 11-yard line before he's brought down.
Good run by Henley. He is just a load to bring down, and he's got the speed to go with it. Just that athletic quarterback. Bears' best weapon picks up 7.
2nd down and 4 for the Bears. Yeah. Ball is at the 11. They need to get to the 15 to get a first down. Bears break the huddle. Henley keeps the backs in there with him this time. He has 2 of them back there with him. 3 wide receivers on 2nd down and 4. Henley gets the snap. Hands off to the running back, who gets maybe a yard, not much more than that.
Not a lot.
So it'll be 3rd down for the Bears at their own 13-yard line. 3rd down, a couple of yards to go for a first down. Clock moving in a rapidly moving 3rd quarter. We're down to 5 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Neither team has scored here in the 3rd quarter.
Mostly running plays. Marionville kept it for the first 5+ minutes of the 3rd quarter. Bears need to come up with a first down here and keep the chains moving.
3rd and 2, 5 seconds on the play clock. Bears make it to the huddle.
Going to make it.
And there's the flag, and it's going to be delay of game against the Bears. That hurts.
They got a timeout.
They might have got a timeout.
I think they did. Yeah, they're going to wave the flag off and say the Bears did get a timeout at the half a second mark there before the penalty came out. So Bear timeout, 5:25 to go, 3rd quarter. Willow leading Marionville 21-6.
Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Bear Football on Classic Country, KUKU.
I think you love that car more than you love me.
How can you say that?
You hand wash it, you hand wax it, you listen to the same music.
Pure coincidence.
I just hope your insurance company feels the same way about it as you do.
I'm one happy camper.
Shelter Insurance has great agents who are nuts about cars. We're competitively priced, and our claims people are fast, fair, and friendly. Ask your agent about Shelter's auto insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Terry Newton, your Shelter Insurance agent in Willow Springs, 417-469-2881.
You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
Big play coming up here at Polinsky Field, 5:25 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Bears have a 3rd down and 2 at their own 13-yard line. Almost had a delay of game, but got a timeout in there. So
that would have been a huge penalty. Bears had to take that timeout.
Henley back there with 2 backs back there with him on 3rd down and 2. Play looks like it might go right. and sure enough it does, but not the right way, as Henley is pinned back for a loss at the 5-yard line. They were keying on Henley. You knew they were. And, boy, they nailed him for a big loss on the play back to the 5. So Bears are going to have to kick out of their own end zone. So we'll see. Earlier, the Comets brought 10 on trying to block the punt of Osborne, and the freshman got it out of there. So we'll see if they can. Well, I think on that play they got a blocking running into the kicker play, but nevertheless, here they come. Everybody on the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, there's the snap. There is the kick. He got it away. Not too long. It's high. Takes a Willow Springs bounce up to the 40-yard line, and the back picks it up, and he gets down to the 30-yard line. And that's where the Comets will put it in play 1st and 10 at the Bear 30-yard line. So Comets still have great field position.
Rough series for the Bears. You get that turnover, and that's a momentum changer, but the Bears can't do anything with it. Have to give it back and give it to the Comets in great field position.
Hopefully those guys with the cramps are back in there because we're going to need them. They're key players. Story was one of them. Anyway, ball's going to be put at the 31-yard line of the Bears. 1st and 10 for Marionville.
Story is back in there.
Osborne just did a good job getting it out of the end zone with that punt. Coos on 1st down, puts a man in motion right, and keeps the ball, trying to cut to the outside. He's in trouble, and down he goes for a loss of 3 back to the 34-yard line.
Nice job by Justin Cheney on pursuit. Gets the sack. Bears had good coverage.
Looks a little bit like his brother out there.
A little bit.
He looks like he might be faster.
Long and lean.
Okay, yeah. There'll be a loss on the play of 2 back to the 33. 2nd down and 12 for the Comets at the Bear 33-yard line. 3 wideouts to the far side of the field. Coos calling the signals, gets the snap, wants to throw to the left side, throws to the short man, trying to get the blocker set up, and the Bears him it in and bring him down.
Fumble at the end of the play. I think they're going to say
I think he was down. Yeah, I think he was down. He got down to the 27-yard line, picked up about 6 on the play, but it's going to be well short of a 1st down. So, the 3rd down for the Comets, and be 6 yards to go for a 1st down for Marionville. 3rd and 6 for the Comets. 3 wideouts to the near side of the field. The Bears offsides, so it'll cost them 5.
Penalties had been better here in the second half, but they rear their head again here with 3 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. That's the 9th penalty tonight on the Bears.
Field position has been all Marionville the second half.
Right.
The Bears have had no field position at all. So now instead of 3rd and 6, it's going to be 3rd and 1 from the 22-yard line, so Marionville can do whatever they want here. No pressure to get big yardage here. Coos out of the gun, gets the snap, hands off to the running back, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward, probably got the 1st down at the 20-yard line.
Vicker gets it across the line and down to the 20, I think. We'll give him a 1st down.
See what the officials do here. No signal yet. Yes. 1st down, Marionville, with 2:36 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. The game that's been played, or a quarter that's been played totally in Willow Springs territory by Marionville.
Time of possession has greatly favored the Comets as well.
Right.
So far, the Bears have been able to keep them out of the end zone.
Coos has a 1st and 10 from the Bear 20. Two wideouts on the far side of the field, one on the near side. Coos wants to hand it off to the
yeah.
He is hit and dropped for a loss back at the 23-yard line.
Cole Henley.
Bears
wrapped him up.
Bears are liking to play defense, I think.
They are.
They're kind of getting into it. Loss of 2, we'll call it on the play, back to the 22. It'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Comets at the Bear 22-yard line. Need a turnover here.
Bears have had 3 picks tonight.
Fumble recovery would be nice.
Would be like a scoop and then a run for about, 70 yards for a touchdown.
Coos with the call in the gun, gets the snap, hands off to his big back, who is hit as he gets inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. Pick up about 4 on the play. We're down to a minute 24 left to go in the third quarter. Game is just speeding along here in the third quarter.
Vicker again with the carry that time. 3rd and long for the Comets, obviously in 4th down territory.
3rd down and 6.
Now there's a player down for the Comets this time.
Oh, okay.
26, it's Vicker. He's run the ball a lot tonight.
He has.
He's had 12, 15, 18 carries tonight, and he's down and checking his leg out with 1:09 left to go in the third quarter. Let's take a look at some other scores.
Okay.
Going on around the area and of local interest anyway. That Stratford Mountain Grove game, we definitely want to check in on that and see how that's going. And right now, Stratford leading Mountain Grove 35-6
there you
in the
go.
third quarter.
There you
The Indians have turned up the heat a little bit.
They have established themselves.
Yes, West Plains final 49-0 over Rolla, ditched a shutout. Ava leading Hallsville 16-0 in the second quarter, so we have an Ava score now. Other scores, Liberty and Bolivar tied 14-14 in the third quarter. And Fair 52-8 over Doniphan, end of the third quarter. Houston up 34-6 on Cuba in the half. And Kabul leading Chaffee 21-0 at the half.
Oh, the SCA is stretching their muscles.
Yeah, looking good tonight.
Yeah.
Liberty's
Flexing
come back
their
on
muscles.
Bolivar and made that a good game.
All right, 1:09 left to go here in the third quarter, and a 21-6 game. Ball is on the Bears 17-yard line, 3rd down 6 for Marionville. Coos gets the snap, and he keeps the ball. Wants to cut inside, and down he goes. I don't think he got anything on that play. Maybe a little loss.
Micah Duffield,
There you
senior,
go.
is back, playing linebacker now for the Bears, and moves up with a good stop, 4th down, Comets.
4th down and 6 for the Comets. Ball at the Bear 17-yard line. So no gain on the play. Comets trying to get, they may have to call I don't know what they're trying to get a play in here. Play clock was still, they got plenty of time though. They're down to 10 seconds now.
Big play here for the Comets and the Bears.
4th down and 6. I saw movement, but no flags.
There's a
They're going
flag.
to flow over the middle.
If it's on the Bears, it's a touchdown. If it's on the Comets, it's coming back.
It is
On the Comets.
Whew.
An illegal shift on the Comets
I saw
will bring
motion.
it back.
I
Yeah.
saw motion before the snap, and I thought, well,
Yikes.
surely the official will see that.
The Bears have had multiple bad penalties tonight, but the Comets just cost themselves the touchdown with that one.
With 17 seconds left to go in the quarter, the Comets had a touchdown, but it's called back because of an illegal shift, and it was a different-looking play. I don't think they were used to running it, and that cost them 6 points. So they'll mark the ball back to the 22-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about 11 now for the Comets. Might as well go to the end zone here again, so we'll be geared up for that. We'll see the players standing up on the line of scrimmage. I don't know what that's about.
Now they're going to let the end of the third quarter run out. So that's the end of the third quarter. Bears hanging on to their 21-6 lead over the Comets.
Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Bear Football on Classic Country, KUKU.
If your car should break its glasses, take it over to Pruitt's Collision Repair in Willow Springs. That young whippersnapper, Stacy Pruitt, why, he can put a whole new set of glasses in your car. The front, the roll-down window, the back side. He can fix her up. Pruitt's Collision Repairs, easy to find, right across the street from Landmark Bacon in Willow Springs. If you ain't happy, they ain't happy.
When cavemen invented the wheel, it was their peers that told them that'll never work. When the Model T hit the road, all the cowboys said, that'll never last. And even when the microwave oven came out, housewives all over said,
I'm not going to use that.
the same could be said about advertising your business digitally. Don't be fooled by the naysayers saying advertising your business digitally won't work. Ozark Digital Marketing, a branch of Ozark Radio Network, uses the strength of radio to help your business grow. To contact one of our digital marketing consultants, go to ozarkradionews.com or call 256-3131. The future of your business is right now with Ozark Digital Marketing, a division of Ozark Radio Network. Watch your business grow with the help of Ozark Digital Marketing.
You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
Marionville player down. Well, fourth quarter is already underway. We missed a play there, but anyway, it was a good play as far as the Bears were concerned. The snap of the football went to Coos. He rolled to his right. Looked like he might have been able to run for it, but he threw at the last minute. His receiver fell down on the far sideline and couldn't handle the ball, so the ball goes over to the Bears at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 ball. The Bears get it on downs, and now's the time for that offense to take control of the ball game, Marty.
Pick up some first downs, keep that clock moving, and get a touchdown. I think everybody would feel a lot better if the Bears could get that 3-touchdown lead back.
Another player down. This time it's another Marionville player. So, you just got to think it's cramps probably.
It's a hot, muggy night. We've had people come through the press box and complain about the heat. We're blessed up here in our air-conditioned box, but I know it's been a warm night out there.
This press box is much more a press box than where we were last week, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
This is like the Taj Mahal.
Next week, the Bears will travel to Kabul to take on the Bulldogs and start SCA play.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs look like they're going to be 2-0.
Yeah, they come in with some confidence, for
Yeah,
sure.
they will.
Coach Mack, will have them inspired and ready to play some football.
1st and 10 for the Bears from the 22-yard line. Henley at quarterback puts a man in motion right. Garrison gets the ball, looking to run it, and he got hit as he got about a yard on the play.
Play looked good developing, but Garrison just couldn't make that cut.
Yeah.
And
probably should have made the cut a little earlier, and he might have had more yardage, but we'll give him a yard. Call it 2nd down and 9 for the Bears. Ball at the 23-yard line. A couple of Bear replacements bringing in the play call from the sidelines.
Walton and Baker run it in. Cole Henley comes out.
A couple of juniors replacing the senior. Triton Henley, the junior, in there at quarterback, gets a low snap, wants to throw, and they've got him rushed in trouble, and down he goes.
Well, that was a blitz.
That was a blitz is what that was, and they got him. They nailed him back at the 12-yard line, so a loss of 11 on the play will bring up a 3rd down and 21 for the Bears.
Number 11, James Tucker, he's a senior. That's at least twice now he's done that, coming on that blitz, and he's fast, and he gets in the backfield in a hurry, and Henley had no chance.
So the Bear offense that was so good in the first half hasn't done anything much here in the second half. We haven't had a first down, have we?
Now, we don't have positive yards in the second half.
Okay. 3rd down and 20 for the Bears. Ball back at the 12-yard line. Henley trips on the far side of the field, gets the snap. He keeps the ball coming up the near sideline. He's got 5, he's got 10, and he's up still on his feet. Got a first down out of bounds at the 40-yard line. There is flag on the play.
That would probably be holding. Thrown at about the 15. If not, great run by Henley and a first down for the Bears.
The Bears are walking back.
But, yeah,
I think it's going to be against the Bears.
Oof, another costly penalty. Number 10 on the night for the Bears.
10-11.
Double-digit penalties.
10-11 left to go in the game, and it's still 21-6. That's what it was at halftime. But we have just played the whole second half in Willow Springs territory. Ball's taken inside the 10, back at the 7-yard line. So, look.
This Bears' only second possession of the second half.
3rd, and it's 10 minutes left in the game.
The Comets have come out a different team. Thankfully, the score so far has stayed the same.
The Can't make a mistake here on third down and forever. Henley standing at his own 3. Man in motion to the right, gets the snap, rolls to the left. He's got running room. He needs to run. Well, he's waited a little late in doing so, and he is knocked out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Gain of 10 on the play, but he needed 25.
Took a nice hit. It's about the 12 when he went out of bounds. It was a clean hit, but
so it'll be fourth down. That does get Osborne a little more room to punt.
It'll be Henley punting this time.
Okay. It's then they've been bringing everybody on the punt. They've been putting one safety back and bringing the house to try to block the punt. And they've been close. So here we go. Fourth down and 15 for the Bears. There's the snap of the football, and Henley got it away. High, not too deep, about midfield, and takes a nice bear roll all the way down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line of Marionville. So that's a good punt. Gets them out of trouble and will allow the Bears a little bit of breathing room on defense.
I thought that's the Bears could have hoped for.
Yeah,
there. Good
really
job
is.
by Cole Henley. He got it out of there, and then he got the luck of a bounce. And the Comets will set up in their own territory for the first time this half. 9:42 to go in the ball game. Bears leading 21-6. Comets will have first and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Cardinals leading 7-2 in the bottom of the 6th.
First and 10 for Coos and the Comets at the 39-yard line. Keeps it back in there with him. 3 wide receivers. He wants to throw on first down. Running out of time. Throws it long. Got a man down there.
It's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Great job by Henley, Duffield. There were a few of them back there, but the Comet receiver was thicker, and he had the ball. But they just kept grabbing their hands in there and pushing it away and caused the incompletion. So the Bears dodge a bullet there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10. 9:32 left to go in the ball game.
Coos now 9 of 20 on the night for 60 yards. 1 touchdown, but he's thrown 3 interceptions. Comets' running game really was working pretty good.
Oh, great there on that first drive. Coos on second down and 10. Gets the snap, looks over the defense, wants to throw, going long again, and he overthrows his defender or his receiver and defender down at about the Bear 30-yard line. So it'll be third and 10.
Baker on the defense. If Comets maybe feeling a little bit of urgency, trying to force the issue a little bit here in the fourth quarter, but just surprising that they're going for these big passes with still about 10 minutes left in the game.
Third down and 10. Big third down play here for both teams on both sides of the ball. Offense wants to do something. The defense wants to hold. Coos on third and 10. Gets the snap. Got a throw. He wants to go to the right. This time a short pass. And it is taken, but no gain on the play. Maybe a yard. But not more than that. So it'll be fourth down and long, and I think that's a punting situation for Marionville probably.
Yeah, still enough time that the Comets will probably punt it away. Good defense again by the Bears. Defense kind of woke up a little bit, and Comets really, I think, helped us out by putting the ball in the air.
Yeah, they did.
They really had found a good spot with their running game, but they abandoned it here on this drive, and now they've got to punt it away.
Bears drop back double safety at about the 33-yard line. There's the snap, and there's the kick. High and end over end. It comes down at the 30-yard line, rolls, picked up by the Bears, and they get a few yards out of it. Was that Baker?
That was Baker. Baker has shown a fearlessness on his punt return for sure.
And he gets it up to the 33-yard line. He got about 3 yards out of it, so that gives the Bears decent field position. In fact, the best field position they've had in the second half.
Absolutely. They'll try to get it into Marionville territory and maybe a little breather here. Yeah.
Run some clock. That's important now with 8:35 left to go in the game, and you feel like it's not a 15-point Bear lead. I mean, you just don't feel like
the Comets have been putting so much pressure on the Bears this entire half, but they have no points to show for it.
Right. First and 10 for the Bears at the 33-yard line. They break the huddle. Trenton comes up to the line of scrimmage. He's got 3 backs Well, he and two other backs, so it's a full house backfield. Hands off to the second back through. Garrison over the 40, 45, 50, and still on his feet inside the 45-yard line of Marionville before he's brought down. Garrison with a quick hitter. And I think he's down.
He's slow getting up.
He's been
Man, we don't want to hurt him.
But a great run by Garrison. Wow.
You've seen really a couple plays tonight where what he brings to this team.
Yeah, 25-yard gain on the play for Garrison. So he's still down over there on the sidelines, and hopefully it's nothing serious for Chase Garrison. The little senior has just played his heart out his entire football career. We saw him play as a sophomore, Marty, and thought, what's this little kid doing out there? Man, we figured it out pretty soon what he was doing out there. He has the heart of a football warrior, and we just hope that. I think maybe it's another cramp. He got up pretty quick.
Going to try to work that off. But, yeah, the senior, 5'5", 140.
Yeah.
He's Mighty Mouse out there, though.
And for those guys that say, I'm too small to play football, there's Chase Garrison. He's your example of not too small, right?
Well, the guy that's coaching him on defense, Brandon Pitts, was a lot like that when he was a player, too. But
Brandon's
not a big guy. But
Brandon's gained a pound or two, hasn't he?
He's muscled up.
Yeah, he is. He's a good-looking. He looks like a football coach, I think, anyway. Brandon Pitts walking the sidelines, calling the defensive plays for the Bears this year. 1st and 10 Bears. Ball is at the 42-yard line of Marionville. Bears showed a different look on offense that time, and it got them big yardage. Henley on 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Gets the snap of the football, keeps it this time. He's at the 40, 35, 30, down the sidelines, 20, and knocked out of bounds. At the 15-yard line goes Triton Henley, the offensive player of the night for the Bears.
I'll mark him out at the 17. So, big gain again for Henley as he continues. That'll put him over 200 yards for the night.
Yeah.
How many yards was that?
Where was the line of scrimmage? The 42-yard line down to the 22 would be 20, 25 yards.
25 yards.
Yep. 1st and 10 Bears from the 17-yard line of Marionville.
Henley came with a blitz that time, and Henley just outran it.
Henley on 1st and 10 from the 17, out of the gun, gets the snap, and keeps the ball again. Cuts back inside at the 10. He's at the 5. He is down to the 2-yard line.
15-yard pickup for Henley. Triton's
taking the game on his shoulders, hasn't he? We got away with a motion penalty that time, but that's okay.
Good blocking for him, too. The offensive line did a really nice job.
1st and goal for the Bears. Ball is at the 4-yard line. There's the snap of the football. Henley. Yep, he's in there, I think.
Touchdown.
Yeah, that's it. Triton Henley, his 4th touchdown of the night for the Bears.
Wow. Have a night, Triton Henley.
Have a night, and he is having one tonight. He puts the Bears on the board for the first time here in the second half and makes it 27-6 in favor of the Bears here with 8 minutes left to go in this football game. And the key to that whole thing was the little Chase Garrison run. Run. That was a big run, but that Chase Garrison run set up the Bears in a good position in the Marionville territory, and they put it in the end zone with Triton Henley from there on. So we'll try to kick the extra point this time. The ball is down, the kick is up, and it is high enough and long enough, and it is good. So with 8 minutes left to go in the football game, the score is now Willow Springs 28, Marionville 6. Back for the Bear kickoff in 30 seconds. You're listening to Bear Football.
We all want top quality health
Who doesn't
care.
love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See Agent Stephen Gunn, 9807 East 20th Street, Mountain Grove, or call 417-926-4900. You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
Welcome back to Polinsky Field. It's been a pleasant home opener so far for the Willow Bears. They got 8 minutes left to play, and they lead it 28-7, Marty, over what has been highly touted as a very good Marionville team.
Yeah, 6-3 last year, brought everybody back. Beat Pleasant Hope last week like 58-0. So this was a game that the Bears pretty concerned about, and in all honesty, we all felt like the Bears were an underdog, pretty big underdog in this game, and they really came out well prepared. They've had some lapses as far as penalties, but you got to give them credit. They're bending, but they're not breaking.
Yep. Here we go. Kickoff, and it's a little squibber.
Oh, it comes back around.
And going out of bounds. So there will be a penalty, and that means the Bears will give it to Marionville at the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Comets at the 35 as the ball and the kick went out of bounds.
8 minutes left to play in the ball game, and man, Triton Henley. Some games you got to wonder, well, who was the player of the game? There could go to this guy, or could look. Triton Henley's the guy.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
I'll figure up his stats, but he's well over 200 yards. He's got 4 touchdowns, and he's just been the ignition for the Bears offense.
Well, they're going to put the ball in play at the 45. Really?
46. I guess they can take it where it went out of bounds.
Well, they didn't do that last week. But anyway, 1st and 10 for Marionville. Good field position for them at their own 46. Coos with the snap. Throws short this time to the near side. The receiver gets it.
Trying to get out of bounds, and he paid for it. Joel Henley came in and finished him off over there on the far sideline.
Gain of 2 on the play to the 48. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for Marionville.
Bears keep him in bounds, and that's key for the Bears now. Keep that clock running.
Yeah.
7.5 minutes to play, leading 28-6. Comets going to keep going to the air.
2nd and 8. Coos from the 40-yard line. Has time, gets it out of there. Short, it's thrown, and one of the defenders might have got a hand on that, Cheney or somebody. Anyway, it's incomplete, so it'll be 3rd down and 8 for Marionville. Ball was underthrown.
It was. Stops the clock at 7:23 to play. Again, the Bears will be at Kabul next week to take on the Bulldogs.
In the pit. Used to call it the pit. They kind of still do that.
It's written up there, isn't it? I think so. We'll find out next week.
3rd down. Coos gets the snap, wants to throw. Got a man open, but it's incomplete at the Bear 45. So it'll be 4th down and 8. I would say Marionville probably will go for it here.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's a must situation. 4th down and 8 from their own 48 and trailing by 21 points or 22 points. So you just about got to go for it here. So Marionville will do that. We're stopped for some reason here, and I'm not sure why. Anyway, we're ready to go now.
Right.
4th down, big play here for the Bear defense and their offense. Marionville back to throw. Coos over the middle.
Got a man.
And did he catch it or drop it?
Skipped the ground. Just a little underthrown. He had a man open, but Coos couldn't quite get it to him. Bears will take over on downs.
And Marionville territory.
Feel really good about the last 7 minutes of this ball game.
Yeah, this is not what I don't think there's probably anybody that follows Bear sports would probably think that this was we expected tonight, this 28-6 score.
Not at all. Water break time at 7:10 left to go in the game. Bears lead the Comets 28-6.
And back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Bear Football on Classic Country, KUKU.
Coulter Heating and Cooling, your authorized Rheem dealer in Willow Springs. I have a story about Coulter Heating and Cooling in Willow Springs. My AC unit went down, and I needed help. It was hot, and it was late. Michael came out, took care of me. I felt bad because it was so late. Michael didn't mind at all. His biggest concern was making sure me and my family were comfortable. Coulter Heating and Cooling, your authorized Rheem dealer in Willow Springs. Check out Rheem's new degree of comfort. Coulter Heating and Cooling. They really care about your comfort.
And they are your Rheem Pro partner. You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
7 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in this football game. Bears home opener. So far, it's a pleasant one for the crowd here tonight. Wow, a landmark bank night as they have opened up a 28-6 lead late in the ball game. Got the ball back at the Marionville 49, 1st and 10. Henley in their quarterback. Gets the snap, Hands off to his running back. A little delay. He's down to the 42-yard line. That looked like one of the small backs. Was that Garrison again?
It was. Mighty Mouse back in the game. Gets about a 9-yard pickup.
Yeah, not quite. I'll give him 7.
Well, yeah. I thought they were going to spot it a little bit better than they did.
Down to almost the 42-yard line of Marionville. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Bears at that point. So you probably
still going to give him 8.
Oh, okay. You're still going to give him 8?
It's going to be 9. Yeah.
Okay. The public address gave him 6, so anyway, we'll
not being very generous.
2nd down and short for the Bears. Garrison again, trying to cut to the outside. Got what he could, not much. He got to the 40, and so it'll be 3rd down and about a yard to go on a wide running play. The Bears using up some clock here, too, on this drive.
Just curious, going back to the O-Zone, they make their picks every week, you know. And
yeah, they picked Rolla.
Yeah. Well, they also, all 6 of them picked Marion.
Yeah, all right.
In this game. So just to let folks know, we weren't the only ones that thought this might be a Marionville win, and the Bears have graciously
stopped. We've got somebody down on the field again, or what? No, penalty
on the Bears.
Oh, gosh.
Holding on the Bears, so that'll negate that last run.
Wow, will it ever? Yeah. Takes it back into Bear territory all the way to the 49. It'll be 2nd down and 13 for the Bears. Ball at their own 49-yard line. Triton Henley gets the snap and throws a little snap pass over the middle. It's complete, but not much yardage there. He got to the 49 of Marionville. We'll make it a 3rd down and 10 for the Bears, or would that be 4th down?
That'll be 3rd. Henley to Henley. I like that little screen pass to Cole, but
brother.
Unfortunately, the defense was right there to meet him when he caught the ball.
2-yard gain on the play. Be 4th down or 3rd down and 10 for the Bears. Clock is moving with 5:40 left to go in this one.
Get you some other scores as we go along here in the last few minutes.
Henley lines them up, has trips to the near side of the field. On 3rd and long, gets the snap, looks that way, now goes over the middle, and caught. Baker on the reception, gets it all the way down to the 30-yard line, and gets up and signals a 1st down. So, big play by Baker that time.
Nice throw by Henley.
It was. Good throw. Got it down to the 30, a 19-yard gain on the play. 1st and 10 for the Bears, so that keeps the chains moving and keeps the clock moving and the Bears moving. So we all like those 3 moving parts.
Henley has really done it primarily with his legs tonight, but the passing has been kind of sneaky good, too. 5 of 7 for 40 yards.
Yeah.
It's been accurate.
Yep.
And really had a couple of drops that would have really added to his yard total.
1st and 10 from the 30. There's the snap of the football. Hand off to Garrison. Garrison's at the 25, down to the 20. Cuts back inside at the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Chase Garrison. Wow. Garrison with a 23-yard run all the way down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bears there.
4:52 left to play. Bears knocking on the door again, back in the red zone. Bolivar leading Liberty 20-14 in the 4th quarter.
Well, they're going to knock him out of bounds at the 17, so it wasn't quite the gainer we thought. I guess when he turned back inside, he stepped out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and 10, though, from the 17-yard line for the Bears. Put a man in motion to the left, and the handoff to Garrison on that side, and he gets knocked back after gaining short yardage on the 1st down play.
Caught him that time.
Yep.
Ava leading Hallsville 16-0 at the half. So Ava looks to pick up their first win of the year. Stratford 42-6 over Mountain Grove in the 4th quarter.
Mountain Grove's going to probably fall to 0-2. When's the last time that happened?
It's been a while. Thayer beats Donovan 52-14. And those are the updates we've got right now.
Here we have a 2nd down and 9 for the Bears. Ball is at the Marionville 16-yard line with 4 minutes and change left to go in the game. Henley gets the snap and keeps the ball and gets inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. Bring up a 3rd down and long for the Bears. But the important thing is the clock is moving and the lead is big for the Bears. 22 points separate the Bears and Marionville here in the late going. Kind of a surprise.
Fun night.
Yeah.
For the Bears here at Valencia. Lots of fans. They've enjoyed a
Feel good.
good game.
Feel good for the Bear fans.
I do
for
too.
For the players and coaches. Yeah, those kids need it. 3rd down and 6 for the Bears from the 13-yard line. Henley wants to throw. Over the middle he goes. Incomplete.
Henley's first true incompletion of the night. His other two
were dropped.
Yeah.
So
he's now 5 of 8 on the night.
Stop the clock at 3:22. It's 4th down. Bears are going to go for it. So and they had a field goal kicker. This would be a good place to try that.
Funny you should say that because next week the Bears are going to unleash a new kicker.
Okay.
On the SCA.
All right.
We'll leave it at that for now, but that's a tease for next week. I think somebody's going to be eligible that might be interesting to watch kick.
4th down and 6 for the Bears. Ball is at the 13-yard line of Marionville. Henley is back in the gun. Got a man back there with him. A little bit of a high snap. He hands off to Garrison. Garrison running wild, gets to the 10, and that's it. So gained about 3 on the play, needed 6. So Marionville will take over on downs with 3:14 left to go in the football game and trailing 28-6.
Bears wise not to do anything crazy there. Just keeping it pretty conservative and trying to run that clock a little bit. Get the W. Coach Swallam will come up and join us. He apologized last week for forgetting to come up, and we can understand that after.
Imagine the emotion barrel was probably way down on the bottom by the time that game was over. Okay, 1st and 10, Marionville from their own 10-yard line. They have 4 wideouts. They look to the right side, go that way, throw the ball up, and picked by the Bears. And it's going for 6. A pick 6 by the Bears. All right. We'll see who that is. It was on the far sideline. We'll get a number here in a second. Zach White, who had a hard time catching the ball last
White had a rough opening week in his first year back in football, so good job, Zach. He comes up with a pick 6 and gives the crowd another big highlight.
He was laying back there waiting for that, and he stepped in front of the receiver, and you knew when he caught the ball, it was a pick 6, about 20 yards out.
Oh, yeah.
Galloped in, untouched.
Nobody in front of him. The 4th interception for Coos tonight.
So the Bears will try to tack on an extra here. The kick is up, and it's may have gone off to the right.
It did.
Okay. 3 minutes, 4 seconds left to go in this game, and the score is now Willow Springs 34, Marionville 6. Back for the Bear kickoff in 30 seconds. You're listening to Bear Football on Classic Country, KUKU.
Gary Lee here at Bailey Chevrolet GMC in beautiful downtown Willow Springs. John Bailey and I always talk cars, trucks, and SUVs. We also like to talk a little bit about sports, and John is quite the sports guy.
Listen up, Bears sports fans. This is John Bailey from Bailey Chevrolet GMC, and I see a lot of my customers at Bear sporting events. That's why we just got named Bear City, Missouri, and I want to personally invite each one of you to come by and talk cars, trucks, and SUVs with me here at the dealership. I'll see each one of you at a ball game, and go Bears.
You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
3 minutes, 4 seconds left to go in this one, the second non-conference game of the year for the Bears. They had a tough opponent last week, and they thought a tough one this week, and it was tough. But Bears have risen to the occasion and lead it 34-6 with 3:04 left in the game. Bears about to kick off from the 40 after the pick 6. The defense scored a touchdown for the Bears tonight as well, and Henley was the other Bear offense tonight.
Yeah, he was.
From the 40, here goes the kick. It is a long one, high and deep.
Well, Henley's doing a nice
Henley
job.
put it in the end zone.
Touchback of the night.
And no wind tonight, so he's not getting any help from the wind. It's just a very calm night. The flag is just limp out there, so he wasn't getting any help. That's just all Henley. So Marionville Comets will take over at the 20, 1st and 10, as we start the last 3 minutes of the ball game.
It's a good win for the Bears. Really, the confidence is going to be good. And, you know, we worried.
Good for the program.
We worried after the last week. And I was talking to Coach. He surprisingly this morning just kept saying what a good week of practice it was. Kids were they bounced back really well, and he was happy. So, lo and behold, it led to a good week in the game as well.
New quarterback in there, some new shirts in for Marionville as they run the first play from scrimmage for 5 yards up to the 25-yard line. Clock stopped at 2:55 left to go in the game.
Personal foul, face mask, calling the Bears.
They've had a few too many of those.
Yeah, that's something that needs to be cleaned up. 11 penalties on the night by the Bears. That's my very unofficial
I think
count.
There's some new Bear uniforms
are
in there, too, a bunch of them. So a lot of different things going on right now for both teams. As some of the younger players, and the Bears do have about 40 players suited up, so they do have those extra guys they can go to and get a little in-game play here. Takes the ball up to the 40-yard line, the first and 10 for the Comets. The cornerback gets around the outside, and he picks up 10, 15. Finally brought down out of bounds at the Bear 38-yard line. So
I mentioned some new jerseys. That's number 7, Dakota Wilson. He's a freshman, and he had some speed.
He did. He outrun our Bears there on the outside.
I don't know where they were hiding that kid, but put him on a sweep.
22-yard gain on the play. It's up down to the Bear 38-yard line to be first and 10 for Marionville there as they started running the ball again. First and 10. There's the snap of the football. Ball carrier goes to the right side, and he's got plenty of running room. Gets another first down. Stays inbounds. That's the good thing. Down to about the Bear 25-yard line.
Another first down for the Comets. I've got to say I'm a proud principal looking down at our nice student section down there. We noticed Strafford's last week, and they did such a good job. But our kids are down there all in neon tonight, sitting next to the band. Say sitting, they've been standing the entire game and cheering on the Bears. So good job to the Bear Pep Club tonight in their neon.
So the first and 10 for Marionville from the Bear 25. There's the snap of the football rolling to the right. Quarterback keeps the ball. Got 5 and still on his feet. He's got 10, and that's about down to the 15-yard line with 2 minutes and change left to go here in the ball game.
Wiley Brown, freshman, quarterbacking the Comets right now. And
he did not get a first down, so the clock did not stop. Continues to run. Ball is at the 16-yard line, and it's second and 1 for Marionville from that point.
Brown playing quarterback. These Comet junior varsity players will be back in Willow Tuesday night for the JV game.
No school Monday, I guess.
No school Monday. All kinds of activities on Tuesday.
Second down and 1. Minute and a half left to go. Fumble on the play. Whoop,
that should be down right there.
Yeah, he's down. He's down at the 22. He tried to pitch it back after falling on the ball, and that doesn't work. So play is blown dead for a 7-yard loss, and the clock is still running at 1:16 in the ball game. Marionville would like to get it in the end zone, get a little moral sting out of that. Take some of the sting out of this. Ooh, I'm sure they weren't expecting this either.
No.
So it is third down and long for Marionville. Handoff on a sweep, and the running back going to get the first down.
I think he got out of bounds, too.
Yeah, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock at 49 seconds left to go in this one. So first down at the 14-yard line, and Marionville still has a breath of life here.
Jackson Smith, another freshman for the Comets, on the run that time. Clock stops at 49.8 seconds to play, and just go ahead and make plans now next Friday. Make the short trip to Kabul to watch these Bears. They're kind of fun to watch.
They are. They have been tonight for sure. Marionville on first and 10 from the Bear 13-yard line. Have a spread offense this time. We may see a throw, and from the young freshman quarterback, he throws it short, and the ball carrier catches it, and down he goes for a loss of 5 on the play.
Good tackle by Wyatt Crudgington. We got to give him. Wyatt's had a rough night as a wide receiver, but a nice job on a stop there. Good tackle by Crudgington.
Loss back to the 17, loss of 5, and the
Marionville.
The Marionville Comets want to get this ball in the end zone. They want a few more points. They want double digits at least. So we will keep it right here for this timeout, and Marty can talk about Cardinal baseball.
That's what I'm checking.
Okay.
Cardinals leading 7-2 in the top of the 8th. So it looks like the Cardinals on their way to a win, and the Cubs lose tonight. Phillies beat the Cubs in 10 innings. So Cardinals will gain ground. Brewers won, though, so Milwaukee's kind of
keeping the heat on.
Hot.
Yep.
But Cardinals tighten things up on the Cubbies a little bit, and hopefully can hang on to a 7-2 lead tonight. So we'll talk to Coach Swallow after the game. We'll also have your final stats from tonight's game, tell you how many yards Triton Henley ended up with, and then take a look at some other scores from around the area.
All right, 32 seconds left to go. Here we go. It is 2nd down and 14 for the Comets. There's a snap of the football. The quarterback rolls to his right. He's in a little bit of trouble. Down he goes. The Bear defense swarmed him that time, and he lost a couple of more yards.
Garrett Worley, a freshman for the stop for the Bears.
And we're down to 19.1 seconds. And it'll be 3rd down and 14, 3rd down and long for the Comets. Third down and long for the Comets. They take another timeout here. They want to get that last opportunity to get on the scoreboard. And they're on the backside of a 34-6 score. So this game belongs to the Bears tonight. Triton Henley has been the offensive standout for the Bears as he has scored 4 touchdowns for these Willow Springs Bears and kind of brought them back as they have played inspired football here this evening on the home opener against the Marionville Comets. Bears still haven't broke the huddle from the timeout, but they're getting ready to do so now. 3rd down and 16 for the Comets. Ball back at the 19-yard line. The young kids, these are the JVers in there now, so they're getting some action late in the game. Here's the snap of the football. They're going to throw long, and it is caught, and a touchdown by Marionville.
The Comets got what they wanted there.
They did. They kept calling timeouts till they got the score from 19 yards out, and to make the score 34-12. We'll see what they do here for the extra point tries. There'll be
Jackson Smith with the catch and the touchdown for the Comets.
12.5 seconds on the clock in the game. So game was out of reach, but the Comets wanted to get on the board and get that double digit, make this not look quite so bad, and give their freshmen a little bit of confidence as well. We'll see what they do. It looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Quarterback is got a deep back behind him. Gets the snap of the football and hands off on the delay, and the running back into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So with 12.5 seconds left on the clock, Marionville gets 8 points, and it's now 34-14 in favor of the Bears. We'll take a 30-second time away here, and we'll be back for the Marionville kickoff in 30 seconds. You're listening to Bear Sports on KUKU.
Who doesn't love being number 1? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number 1 is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See Agent Stephen Gunn, 9807 East 20th Street, Mountain Grove, or call 417-926-4900. You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
12 seconds left to go in this football game. A game in which the Bears were coming in as underdogs, but the Bears have certainly surprised some folks tonight on both sides of the ball because they are now leading 34-14 and against the Marionville Comets. Comets to kick off from the 40-yard line. We'll probably squib it here, so be ready, Bears, up there. Get the good hands people up there. Little squib kick, and the Bears fumble it, pick it up, and try to run with it. And down he goes. He was hit hard at the 30-yard line, the receiver was. So he picks it up with 8 seconds on the clock. I don't know if they're going to have to snap it or not.
They'll have to snap it.
They'll have to snap it. They can go into the victory formation and take a knee, and that'll be it for this one. What has been a really good confidence builder for a young bunch of Willow Springs Bears.
Yeah, we'll be anxious to talk to Coach Swalwell here in just a few minutes and get his thoughts. But bottom line is it's just nice to win.
It is.
When you get when your program's been kind of struggling and trying to get things right, it's really nice to win, and Bears have done so convincingly.
Well, an even better win because you're not expected to win. This is not a game that they had marked down as a big W here already. So, yeah, it's a very, very big win for the Bears. 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to probably just, they may run something here.
Henley will take a knee. Yep.
And that's going to do it. So, final score from Polinsky Field, Willow Springs, is the Bears 34, the Comets 14. We'll take a couple of minutes time away, and then we'll be back for the wrap-up. You're listening to Willow Springs Bear Football on Classic Country, KUKU.
We all want top quality health care, and you get that with Cox Health Center in Willow Springs. At Cox Health Center, the patient comes first. The doctors at Cox Health Center in Willow Springs are Dr. Robert Shaw, Dr. Lori Clarkson, nurse practitioner Naomi Dick, and nurse practitioner Teresa Ward. Based in the community of Willow Springs, Cox Health Center is community-minded. Cox Health Center of Willow Springs, located on Main Street next to Booster Field.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See Agent Stephen Gum, 9807 East 20th Street, Mountain Grove, or call 417-926-4900. Here's proof that G&W Foods in Willow Springs is your full-service grocery store. Fresh produce and custom meat department. JT is cutting special orders in the meat department daily. A full-service deli with sandwiches made to order and fresh deli trays. A senior day, 55 and over, 5% off every Thursday. There's an ATM for your convenience. Hunting and fishing licenses sold at the checkout counter, and they will always carry out your groceries for you. Shop where we know you. G&W Foods, Willow Springs.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See Agent Stephen Gum, 9807 East 20th Street, Mountain Grove, or call 417-926-4900. You're listening to Bear Sports on Classic Country 100.3 KUKU, Willow Springs.
Welcome back to Polinsky Field. Both teams are still on the field. The Comets are down on the far end, the west end of the field or north end, and they are kneeling and talking about what they have done, and I'm sure getting an inspired speech from their coach. And likewise, the Bears are at the middle of the field, right on the 50-yard line, and lots of fans support around them as they're...
That's fun after a win.
Yeah, it's fun after a win. A lot of parents and students out there congratulating the kids on their first win, so it's a good thing to see. And nice for the school.
Game recap for tonight. It was all Bears early in the first quarter, and Triton Henley began the Triton Henley show pretty early in this game. 6-minute mark of the first quarter, Henley goes in for a 23-yard touchdown run. Point after was good. It was 7-0 Bears, and you felt like, oh, whoa, look at that. We scored a touchdown. We got a stop. It was looking good. Then just 3 minutes later, Henley again, this time on a 64-yard touchdown run, and it was 13-0 Bears at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter was kind of a dicey quarter for the Bears. The penalties started stacking up. A highlight, though, probably the highlight of the game. Triton Henley was stopped at about the 50-yard line, and everybody had thought the play was done, and out of a pile comes Triton Henley with the ball, and he takes off 50 yards to finish a 66-yard touchdown run, put the Bears up 21-0. Bear defense continued to be on the ropes that entire second quarter, but
and a lot of it was due to penalties.
Yeah, just could not stay out of penalty trouble, and the Comets finally cashed in. Coos with a great pass, 32-yard touchdown pass. Point after was no good. It was 21-6 Bears at halftime. It stayed that way through a third quarter that Marionville really dominated.
They played the whole third quarter was in Willow Springs Bear territory.
Bears did not break, though. They didn't let them into the end zone and held on to that 21-6 lead going into the fourth. And then at the 8-minute mark in the fourth quarter, Triton Henley, and really you mentioned Chase Garrison with a big run before that.
Set him up.
Henley with a big run, and then he capped it off with a 4-yard touchdown run, put the Bears up 28-6. That really was the
Sealed the deal
at that point. Now, there was a couple of other touchdowns. Zach White had a nice 22-yard touchdown return from an interception and made it 34-6 Bears. The Comet JV got a touchdown late with Brown on a 12-yard touchdown pass. 2-point was good, and that's your final 34-14 Bears. The big stat of the night, Triton Henley. No doubt who the MVP of the game was. It was Triton. 18 carries, and again, these are my stats are so unofficial, but I've got him for 18 carries, 246 yards, and 4 touchdowns. I know the 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And well over 200 yards rushing for Triton. He had a pretty good night throwing the ball as well. Had a couple of drops that would have helped the throwing stats, but just a big, big night for Triton. He really put the team on his back.
He did, and the Bears responded well too. And I was really impressed with the Bear defense tonight too. They played well against a team that scored 58 points last week.
58-0 on Pleasant Hope. Yeah.
So you got to have your hats off to Coach Pitts and the Bear defense too. They stepped up tonight and cut down on the running game of Marionville. Marionville did have a great series to start that third quarter, but the Bears didn't break. They held them out of the end zone. So good job all around tonight for the Willow Springs Bears.
Just quick stat I'll throw out there is Chase Garrison. And Micah Dupfield, both of them back, just really paid dividends for the Bears having both those seniors back. Garrison just had a couple of runs in the first half, but he finishes the game 8 carries, 78 yards. And you can see just how much he brings to this Bear offense
again,
and defense as well.
His weight and his height and weight is what?
Wow, I don't know. He's like 5'5" and a $140.
Yeah,
he's
like
he's
that.
Mighty Mouse out there, and it's good to have him back for the Bears as Coach Swallam ran up all those stairs. So, but he's probably okay to run up them tonight, and we'll get him mic'd up. And Coach, first of all, it's just it's good to win, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
winning cures a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I told those kids that before the game we haven't won a game since week 3 and haven't scored any points since week 8 last year. So yeah, it's good.
So some release.
Yeah,
correct.
Monkeys off the back, and we just got to keep going, keep plugging along. So
yeah, talking to some of the guys today and some of the coaches. I know everybody was kind of picking us as an underdog, and not many people thought that the Bears could win this game, but I heard a lot of positives from the guys and the coaches saying, hey, we know what we're doing here, and we've got a game plan. And that first quarter, the game plan worked, didn't it?
Yeah, we got after them on defense, and we had some things working on offense, and then we just kept with it. We tried, we stalemated there a few times on defense, and we kind of stalled a little bit on offense for a couple quarters, but kept plugging along. We had some injuries. We had to shuffle kids in and out. We're not that deep, yet on Friday nights, but there's a lot of positives. A lot of kids got some bunch of snaps, and they're breaking down those middle barriers. I told those kids down there it's been cool all week. It has been the last 2 weeks, and then you get to game time, and it's humid and hot, and
cramps start coming.
Yeah, and it's a ridiculous thing, but we just got to fight through it. You can't let that be an excuse. And I think our kids have done a great job of doing that thus far. So,
the inspired effort tonight. Got to talk about Triton Henley. He put together quite the game. 4 touchdowns, well over 200 yards rushing, and there was a play at midfield there that was just play of the year so far. I would say.
He's a hard runner, and our running backs are banged up. We're shuffling people in and out, playing people at running back that haven't taken any snaps at all. So when that happens, you just try to let him have the ball and keep it in his hands, and try to let those kids around him that aren't playing certain positions that they've been playing all year. Let them find the groove of the game. So
you talk about the depth. You got a couple of guys back tonight, Garrison and Duffield. They both made a big difference in this game, and Garrison, that second half, showed us why he's important to this team with the speed and just the things that he can do out there. He's teeny tiny, but man, he does he carries the load.
He's got great vision, you know, and he gets in a hole, and it's hard to find him and hard to catch him whenever he gets in those seams and those holes. And you know, if we can keep him healthy and keep our other kids healthy also. So yeah, it's great to have those two kids back, and I mean they're seniors too. So I don't have a lot of seniors, so when I get two seniors back, that's always good. And having older kids. So
Bears had a little penalty issue in the second quarter especially, but double-digit penalties probably something that you guys will work on
We went
next
from
week.
4 last week to, 1,000 tonight. So, but yeah, and I told them at halftime, we need to clean it up. It's stupid penalties. I mean, usually a 2-hour and 15-minute game turned into almost 3 hours just because of penalties and all that type of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, and it all comes down to a discipline when you get tired, and there's might be several different factors in that, Like I said, we practice, and my kids, we condition, we do those types of things, but it's a different ball game, especially when you're trying to get a monkey off your back, trying to fight through some adversity. Sometimes it can be tough, and I understand some penalties will happen, but some of it needs to be cleaned up, for sure. So,
But I thought the Bears really showed a lot of heart and character in the second half. Marionville obviously came out inspired in the third quarter. They had the running game going, moving up and down the field pretty well, but you just kind of got into that bend but don't break defense and really kept the score the same, even though Marionville was probably dominant in that third quarter.
Yeah, as a coach, it's always, coming out of halftime, you go in there and you try to relax and kind of catch your second wind, and sometimes it'll hurt you more than it'll help you. And that's kind of the way it was tonight. But we did step up down there inside the 20 or inside the 10 and made a stop, and that was key. So
got some big interceptions as well.
Yeah, we did, and Brady did a nice job. That was a smart kid getting that interception and taking a knee in the end zone. That's just being savvy, and I mean, those kids are getting more. The more you play, the more savvy you'll be with the game of football. So,
all right, big win tonight, and get to go over to Kabul next week, start conference play, and let's get another win. All right, Coach?
Yep, that's the plan.
All right, enjoy the weekend.
Yep.
Sleep well tonight as the Bears get the W. Again, final score 34-14 over the Marionville Comets. So big win tonight for the Bears. They go to 1-1, and again, they will be at Kabul next Friday night, and the Comets drop to 1-1. Get Larry back on the mic here and close up shop. Thank you to Coach Swallam for coming up. We appreciate hearing his thoughts after the game. Some final scores from the area before we go tonight. West Plains again shuts out Rolla 49-0. Ava, last report, leading Hallsville 24-0 in the third quarter. And it was Stratford over Mountain Grove 42-6. So that tells us a little bit about Stratford, a little bit about Mountain Grove.
Stratford on the road in Mountain Grove's big stadium, so
handled it very well.
Yep.
Thayer beats Doniphan 52-14. Houston over Cuba 61-22. The Tigers are 2-0 and put up a bunch of points tonight.
Yeah,
Kabul shut out Chaffee 42-0. So the Bulldogs are going to be coming in hot when the Bears visit next week.
All right, for a big night here for the home opener, the landmark bank night here at Polinsky Field as the Bears take it to the Marionville Comets, the final of 34-14. For Marty Spence and for Jordan back at the studio. Jordan, thank you. You did a good job of running the board for us tonight. The board op was great. Thank you for that. I'm Larry Spence. You've been listening to Bear Football on Classic Country, KUKU. Good night from Polinsky Field.
The Prevent Law Office has been serving the community of Woodlow Springs and beyond for over 30 years. When you're in need of legal services for anything from auto accidents to estate planning, help with a traffic ticket to divorce and custody cases, call the Prevent Law Office at 417-469-3535 to schedule an appointment. Proud to support the Woodlow Springs Bears.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
Does this sound like you? Or maybe your inner biker sounds like
No matter what motorcycle motor is music to your ears, Shelter Insurance has a policy that's music to your wallet.
Shelter insures your fun stuff. Motorcycles to riding mowers, ATVs to RVs, bikes to bass boats. If it rides, rolls, or floats, we can cover it. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Terry Newton, your shelter insurance agent in Willow Springs, 417-469-2881.
If your car should break its glasses, take it over to Pruitt's Collision Repair in Willow Springs. That young whippersnapper, Stacy Pruitt, why, he can put a whole new set of glasses in your car. The front, the roll-down window, the back side. He can fix her up. Pruitt's Collision Repairs, easy to find, right across the street from Landmark Bacon in Willow Springs. If you ain't happy, they ain't happy.
When cavemen invented the wheel, it was their peers that told them that'll never work. When the Model T hit the road, all the cowboys said, that'll never last. And even when the microwave oven came out, housewives all over said,
I'm not going to use that.
The same could be said about advertising your business digitally. Don't be fooled by